Robert, 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 Rahu, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum, peace, hotep, hola, hi, howdy diddly, howdy diddly. All right, let's get into it. There will be many false prophets. There will be many false Christs. There will be many people who come out and say this, that, and the third. Don't believe anybody. Take heed that no man deceive you. I want to first start off by explaining that I have been watching and walking and working and paying attention and watching and walking and working and paying attention. And there are a lot of good things, great things that are in the works. So when something happens that was not of my own doing, not of my own accord, I didn't call for it to happen. It just occurred, and then somebody is called forth. You have to pay attention, right? You have to pay attention to the fact that, for one, hey, I listen, cuz you've been super disrespectful to me. I go live. You call when I'm on live. I cannot rock with you anymore. I cannot rock with you anymore. I don't appreciate it. I explain every time we got on the phone. Do not call when I'm live. You will literally blow up my phone. We cannot do that anymore. I do not rock with you anymore. That let me know you don't care anything about what I got going on. It's all about what you got going on. Please stop calling my phone. I regret giving you my number. Don't do that. You don't respect me. It ain't no love. I don't want to hear it. Peace and love to you. All right? I don't appreciate that. Nope. All right, so here we go. The video that was put up today, I had nothing to do with. Or whenever it was put up, I didn't have anything to do with that. I just saw it. I said, okay, cool. The first thought I had when I saw the video was, okay, oh shit. Because I didn't call for it to go down at all. And there's certain people that I stall out first. And what you'll realize is when a lot of people step forth, one of the first people that they step forth to disrespect is who? Malachi Z. York. They step forth to diss and disrespect him. Dr. Malachi Z. York didn't have anything to do with the video being posted, the comment section, what people got to say, any of that. But somehow, all of y'all who act like y'all don't know who Malachi Z. York is, as soon as y'all call forth, one of the first people that you try to attack is Dr. Malachi Z. York. Well, let's talk about this man called Dr. Malachi Z. York. Firstly, he would have known the difference between a proper and a dialectal L. He would know the difference between that. And the moment you put L in front of Nebi, you've gone dialectal or informal. It's not proper. Why is that important? It's important because this word Nebi is a religious word. All right. Nebi is the singular. And if I were to say Enbia, that's the plural. Enbia. All right. So it would be El Nebi. Let me help you. He would know that. Because the moment you put this there, you're saying I do not matter in this conversation. This is for religion. OK, Nebi is religious. So when you're saying L, you're saying a definite article or definitive article. Same way we have D in English language. OK. You have, if I would write it in Hebrew, you have ha, okay? L would be more the Egyptian or the informal Arabic. L is when you're saying religious or anything dealing with the religious books or scrolls or kitab, the sacred writings, anything like that. You'll put L, all right? Or simply write it out this way in Arabic, L, okay? So if you're saying El Nebi, firstly, let me help you. This should be your name. Unless you're saying you're not really a prophet, because that's what this says linguistically. I am not really a prophet, interestingly enough. So here lies fake prophets. Why did Dr. Malachi Z. York have to be called out? Why do y'all feel the need to disrespect Dr. Malachi Z. York? When he already taught it, you wouldn't have made that mistake if you studied up under the master teacher. You would have made that mistake. As a matter of fact, if you studied up under the master teacher, or not even under the master teacher, studied with and walked with the master teacher, you would have jumped out calling yourself no prophet without having the works to show for it. Because you would have known someone could come along with that sword or resolute Slice that on up and tell you, family, you're not even standing on what you're claiming to stand on. This is why the videos that they posted, notice when it was 607 right? 607 stepped forth what he said. The first thing he told me, he said, I'm going to kill you. It wasn't even me that made the video. I didn't even make the video. The one that El Nebi is talking about. But first thing 607 said when I made the video was, I'm going to kill you. All right? And then this other video comes out. This person says, I want to fight you. What do they resort to? They resort to violence. Where is your brain? Where is your mind? That one of the first things they want to say too is, I don't deal with this internet stuff. Yes, you do, because your whole life is wrapped up in it. Your whole mission is dependent upon whether or not people who follow after you feel like you're a teacher. If you don't do the internet stuff, get off of the internet. If you don't do the internet stuff and it's all about ascension, delete your profile. Do us all a favor. If you don't do the internet stuff, then why are you making a video talking about how you don't do the internet stuff using the internet? You already walked into something you don't even understand. The moment you mention this name, you're playing a game that I can't even help you with. The moment you disrespect this name, you playing a game you don't know anything about. You have no idea. Okay? Because we have to deal with whether or not you even are of the Enbia or El Enbia. We have to deal with that. And we have to see, well, where are you coming from with it? Are you coming from Arabic? Are you coming from Hebrew? Are you coming from El Torah, El's Torah? Are you coming from El Quran, recitation, Qara? Are you coming from the Bible, okay, or Helios Biblos? Where are you coming from with it? What's the real question here? Which prophet are you? Because when you place this dialectal L in front of Nebi, it makes me wonder, because you're saying the prophet. You surely don't mean El Nabi Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. You surely don't mean the prophet or the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, peace be upon him. Surely you don't mean that. Surely you don't mean the prophet Isa or Jesus. Surely you don't mean that. Surely you don't mean Yeshua. You can't mean that. Which prophet are you? And if I'm wrong, tell me. Which are the prophets? Are you prophet Noah? Are you prophet Moses? Musa? Are you spiritual people? Why are you using a religious word? That doesn't belong to you. That belongs to the people you said you surpassed. So your very name, nominally, you're giving yourself away. You're calling yourself not just a prophet. You took it further. You said, I am the prophet, informal. Informal speech. Not the religious text. I am the prophet, informal. Okay, so here goes your first question. And you're going to act like you don't hear it. They all do. That's why you ran. That's why I said, listen, first of all, the brother was not causing a conspiracy. All right? He didn't put up a conspiracy post. He told you the truth. I said, check in. First response, I'm not checking in with anybody. I'm not talking about check in with a person. If what he says isn't true, deal with it truthfully. You see how they all run. Listen, it don't matter who it is. You can have 300 followers. Haven't I proven time and time again that we got time and time again? Step forth. If what you say be truthful, stand right there on that dot and don't dodge, because only a fool ducks when the truth is thrown at them. But what the first thing he said, I ain't finna go, I ain't going back and forth, I ain't doing this, I'm a fight. Let's meet up and fight, because you know better. You know better. We underestimated you. You're wiser than you come off. You know not to step in front of those people who actually carry this word in their heart and in their mind. This word that you're trying to link to yourself with no true bearing. Nubu, Nebi, Novum. The ones who are of the nine. The true nine. The ones who walk up straight. Or Kawum. Kaf, Wa, Mim. Kawum. Those who stand upright. Those who walk that which is referred to as the path. Surat. Surat Musta. Those who are of Kawum or Keem. I put these words apart so you can see that, because it's really 3-part root. Kaf, Wa, Mim. Okay? Surat Mustaqim. Those who walk the straight and narrow path. You understand that? So what did he say? Y'all don't know me. I don't understand that. Y'all look at me for a brief second. Y'all let these other people hype you up. And then the next thing you know, you're walking into a brick wall. Because firstly, I never had an issue with El Nevi. Never had one. I made a joke about it. They gave you credit. They gave El Nevi credit for a spiritual drill. The most I've ever said about him was a joke about it. I said, I don't have no problem with him. I said, they don't know no better to even say that he came up with something like that. Because they don't see, they haven't been paying attention. But I never said it was an issue. It's never been an issue. One of the brothers peeped you out. It wasn't even me. And they called you and said, stand right here. And you were triggered by one of the brothers. No disrespect now. You think you want to go toe-to-toe with one of the brothers. Okay. Ain't no way in the hell you going to go toe-to-toe, or heaven, or outside of the realms. You going to go toe-to-toe with me. I taught the brothers. You understand? I've been in this my entire life. We weren't given the option to slack off how y'all have. So what does he say? He says, I've been on his page. All he does is slender. Now, I didn't say it wrong. You read it wrong. All he does is slender. You with me? I've been on his page. All he does is talk about other people, talk about other celebrities. Woo. No, you haven't been on my page. And even if you've been on my page, you should realize that's only one page of a whole book. You should have done what wise people do, and you should have done your research so you could have more respect for that which you're speaking of you're not aware about. I am your teacher's teacher. A lot of these people out here would not have anything new to speak on if it were not for the ones who come through with Nuwapu. And Dr. Malachi York is the teacher of everybody who thinks they're a teacher. He's what you refer to as a Meliki, a master. The key messenger, Meliki, is right there in the word. Or the messenger who brings you honey, Meliki. You with me? The honey is that which is going to help you, by the way, because Nuwapu was referred to as honey. And I've been telling y'all that since the beginning of all of this. You see this right here? When I be walking around with the honey, I said, we don't henny, we honey. We drink honey. And it's a symbol. It's not just its anti-inflammatory properties. There's a lot more to it that it aids you with. And in the Holy Tablets, Dr. Malachi York speaks about it. Pay attention to the bee. Think twice again when you go out and pick up that teaspoon and get you some honey. Think about all of the work that went into it. Think about the symmetry part of it, okay, or the symmetry part of it. Think about the signs that the bee comes with, the literal beehive that represents the pyramid in the heart. Think about how all of this is aligned, and think about how man who fell to earth came out and they put all of that in there. So let's talk about it. You go and you research phase one, which is what all of you failed to do. You didn't research me. You were searching when you were looking, but you have to go back again and put it up to that light and see what's behind that veil. Unveil it and unveil it, unlayer it, unlayer it, unlayer it. Treat every year like a layer. And every layer you pull back of phase one, you're going to see more what? Truth. And you're going to see more people that think they're ready. They step up and they're afraid of that very same thing. And you find me at 10 years old on the internet. This was 16 years ago. 10 years old teaching the truth, talking about what's moving and what's going on. Again, if we check y'all track record, we don't even know where y'all came from. We go back 10 years on y'all and we will see y'all out in the desert or out in the world or out in Babylon. We don't see you on your sarat or on your path or on your way. You can't even look and say, I'm on my way. All we can look and say is you're in our way. And we don't have a problem or issue with anybody until they think they're ready to get in our way. And you don't understand. Once I call you for it, there's no going back. Once I say, all right, step forward, there's no going back. You better ask everybody. Shout out to 607 who was able to get on this live and say, I didn't want to kill you. I just wanted to kill myself. That's one of the people I called out. Tell the little Neeby dude. Tell them, hey, that's one of the people phase one called out, 607 And 607 is recorded, get it on here saying, I didn't want to kill you. I told you I wanted to kill you, but I was really just mad because you was checking me. But you made me stand on my square. You made me have to rethink what I'm doing. So I really had to kill me. It was an ego death. Oh, okay. All right. So 607 Unc need to have a talk with one of the little ones out here who think they're a prophet. No, who think they're the prophet. Need to have a talk with some of these little people who got out. Listen, I understand it. Because again, if you're not careful, envy, all this stuff, jealousy, everything, it'll turn you against people. But you never once spoke to me. You know who I am. You never once reached out. You never once hit follow, never liked, interacted, nothing. So, yo, why are you saying this? You never did any of that. And that's why I give y'all space to expose yourselves. All of y'all are attempting to be me. And I'm saying, listen, if I figured out a way to let you do this, I would. If I figured out a way to let you be me, I would do it. So when they say, all he does is slander. No, I don't slander because I'm not biased. You want to know what bias comes from? I'm gonna give you the whole situation right here. Okay? Here's the situation. You have what's referred to as stimuli. I want you to pay attention to this word. Because you have stimuli and then you have truth. They can't do this. You have stimuli and you have truth. What's the whole thing about this stimuli thing? The ones who are rooted in the stimuli are stuck on what's referred to as bias. All right? And you know this comes from a word, right? I'll give you what it comes from. It comes from the word slant. All right? These two words are linked up. Slant and bias. Go look it up. Make me a truth teller. All right? So y'all can fact check me. Okay? Now, if I put this word ER right here, and I put this word ER right here, you get a biaser or a slanter or a slanderer. Only those who have that bias come out speaking slander. Why would I come out speaking slander? What's slander? Slander ain't nothing but just saying false statements. Statements that ain't true. Nigga talking, here go to nigga. I don't know. Okay, yeah, here's some shades. All right, yeah. Okay, I don't know why. Whoever it is, the nigga speaking some lies. It ain't true. That's slander. Okay? You cannot slander somebody by speaking truth. Speaking the truth is speaking. The truth is truth. Slander is slander, but that's that slant. Now, remember I talked to you about Sarat. You got Sarat, okay, or mustaqim, okay, the pathway or the way that is straight and narrow, and then you have this slant path, the slander or the slant way, right, or the slanter. So are you, though, the one who goes straight or walks straight? Okay, let's do it again. Do you walk straight, as straight as it's gonna get, or do you walk slanted? Or do you walk slanted? Are you trying to figure out where you're going? Okay, the one who walks straight doesn't have these issues. I don't have to slander. That's not my thing. I speak the truth. And I speak truth off of what? Anything and everything that's going on in the realm. There's not a single person on this live who could deny that. If you pay attention, it don't matter what's going on. If you ask Faise to speak on it, he's going to say something that the many are not saying. Why? Because he's not coming from bias. These people find comfort in bias. They find confirmation in bias. They find conviction in bias. Remember all the biases I went over, especially in books like How to Speak Elite. That's what these people get stuck at. So no, I'm not a slanderer. To be a slanderer means you're not walking straight, but I walk straight. All right. And Dr. Malachi York said, all I came to do was set this whole record straight. All I came to do was set this whole record straight. So if you're upset with me and me calling out the demons or calling out people who are producing negative murder music, or you calling out the people who are pushing promiscuity in our communities and prostitution in our communities, all right, calling out the people who are grabbing the brains of the young women and the young men and slamming it across the brick wall, you calling that slander, you're upset about that, you must be with them. You must be with them. Maybe that's why you post up with the GOAT. Maybe that's why you post up with Baphomet. Because interestingly enough, you're saying that I want to be in the industry, but yet I'm not walking around with their mascot. The one who's walking around with their mascot is the one claiming that I want to be a part of the industry. So guess what you just did? You slandered. You spoke a false statement. If I want to be a part of the industry, when I post the images of people offering to give me deals, if I post and when I post the images of people offering me millions, hundreds of thousands, why didn't I take it? When I post pictures and images of all the people I've been around in the industry, why didn't I sign with them? Why didn't I say, okay, I'm going to sign up with y'all? First of all, Let's get the delusion settled. No, you do not have a catalog that can fuck with Faise One on his boring day, on his layback and relaxed day. Your catalog is nowhere near in tone. The ones that are hyping you up to think that have to be Gen Z people who they got to be like 9 years old and don't know nothing about anything, and you think that's an audience. They don't know anything about anything yet. Tell them to research. Look into Faise One. You want to be GOAT killer. I gave y'all that. I don't get respect for that. I don't get appreciation for that. Appreciate love. I don't get none of that. But you want to be GOAT killer. You want to be Possum. You want to be the whole Sun Tzu album. I gave y'all that 2020. You can go back further though. You want to be Ghost Town. I gave you that in 2014. No, spiritual drill ain't what I do. Y'all are trying to mimic it, but that's not what I do. What I do is I make gems. I produce and yield gems that work for any group of people anywhere. The elders rock with it. It's the youth that rock with it. It's the middle-aged people that rock. Every generation can rock with it. But why? Why? A 60-year-old man can get on my phone and say, I rock with your music. I don't really like rap, but I'll listen to you. Why? Because it's not what I'm saying. It's that I'm saying it. That's Nebi. That's Nuapu. It's when you truly are in that center. Look at what he said. He said he wants to call everybody else out about their darkness, but he really got darkness that he needs to work on too. No, I don't. No, I don't. I know that might make you feel uncomfortable, but you may not understand. You're projecting. He said he don't want to talk about the darkness he has like all of us. I don't have darkness. At what point in your journey are you going to not have darkness or clutter? You know, when you, okay, let's treat the body like a box. Okay? Here's the box, the body, the khat, the ba. Okay? Let's say you got stuff in it. All kind of just stuff. Some shit somebody done told you on the internet. All right, things you did, skeletons in your closet, all kind of stuff, and your thoughts that you not proud of, and all this other stuff. Here go your box, and it smells. It got a stench, all of that. Okay. So this is your box. When you gonna empty it? When you gonna empty it? So that way, when you're talking to someone like me, you don't have to say stuff like, his box dirty like the rest of ours. He got shit in. He not proud of him. He got darkness he's working on. Da 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 da. You don't have to say that. Clear your box. So next time you speak to one of us, you'll be able to see we don't keep any of this stuff. This is my box. If I'm lying, I'm flying. This is my box. I don't know about you, okay, but you just projected your insecurities. I don't have insecurities. I wrote a book called Protect the Crown, or even have an idea that this is your teacher. The moment they even have an idea this is your teacher, what they do? They run, or they want to fight, or they want to kill you. First thing he mentioned in the video, Melakazi York, and then he talking about fighting. Y'all, you're so little. That's very small. Because then that's got to be a delusion. What man is going to be like, all right, I'll take that. Meet me, such and such and such and such. And we're going to fight each other. All right, you ready? I don't even fucking know you. Only one who could probably have anger toward anybody is the one who has Kabil or Cain's spirit. The disagreeable one. Why would I? Okay, I'll meet up with you. By the time I get there, depending on how far we travel, I'm not even upset. If I was upset. Now, the only one who could probably still be upset is the one who is Ember Light. Or the light of the fire is referred to as Bittal. Bittal in Arabia or Arabic. Bittal. In Bittal, you have this Batal. Batal. It's saying bad. Not good. Not straight. You understand that? In ancient Egyptian language. Are you with me? So the one who coming with that bad light, okay, or that fake light, okay, that fake light, or that bad light, what's the light word there? Nawur, okay, Nawur in ancient Egyptian language, which you'll find it, or Nuwapic, and this will be in Arabic, Nur. So you see right there, is it Nawur? You still have the N and the R, okay, and that U right there still gives you W. Woo is a sound that it makes. Okay, the same way with Noob, all right, Noob and NWB. You go look these two up and you'll find that they're synonymous. All right. NUB and NWB, noob. That's where you get Nebi and noob and Ambia, Nevi, Novum, all of that. Noob, Neruba. Okay? And that means what? The messenger or a messenger or gold. There's a lot of meanings for it, by the way. Okay? So when someone's coming with Betal Nur or Batal Nawur, all right? Nawur is that light. And Dr. Melakazi York warned people about that. He said, be careful, because if you're not, you'll end up receiving bad light. Somebody gives you light. What is light? Light is what you call info. Or you have benfo. Or you have outfo. Beneath formation, information, outformation. Bio. Okay? Bio. And you got to have all of those in order to be a walking living. Okay? But if somebody is coming through with bad light, they're giving you bad beneath formation, bad information, bad outformation, what will you turn into? Literally, because information transforms you. That's why I'm talking to y'all about the book that I'm working on, the called Psychological Shapeshifting. Okay? It'll transform you into a different type of being. You're either going to become more animalistic or you're going to become more godly. The God ones have a composure. What's composure? They have a composure. Okay? Composure. Or a calm position that others don't have. Access to writings, composition that others don't have, that are allowed in a single song, composition that others won't be able to sing. Are you with me? Hey, pay for the game. You're not allowed to just hang around. So if you want to just troll and stuff like that, matter of fact, I'll do you a favor. I'm gonna give you an option, right? You can either come up here and talk to me, okay? Or you can disappear forever and I'll do you a favor. If it's not, matter of fact, it's not making sense, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'll get you up out of here. Now you'll never have to deal with it again. And next time, friends, when you encounter something that doesn't make sense, walk the fuck away. Walk the fuck away. But no, you're not. Matter of fact, let me moderate this. All right. Mike, you on moderation. Moderate the live for me. Because I don't want people thinking they can talk and say stuff. You can't do that. No, you can't do that. You have to make sense. All right, cool. All right, so you have Melakazi York brought the true light or the emerald light. Okay? Or the green light. Emerald. So you have this war. Emerald versus ember. Okay? Emerald, ember is right there. And I'm saying ember because a lot of y'all get stuck on amber, not understanding the different variations of that frequency or color. All right? Or resonance. But if you remember ember, you will remember fire. Okay? And these are beings of fire. Nar. Okay? A certain type of fire. Or esh. Okay? So if you don't have no issue with what I'm saying, it should flow. Only time it's going to be disrupted is when you're corrupted or your core is ruptured. And now you want to fight. That goes into, again, the animalistic nature. What science teaches us to be more animalistic? Okay? It's the science of Baphomet. The science of Baphomet teaches us to be not just more animalistic, it teaches us to be predominantly animalistic. When y'all are walking around with these goats and you don't understand why the industry uses these beings of chaos, okay? Even when people named Brother Panic come out, remember I wrote that, what do you call it? The book, How to Fight COVID to Win. And in it, I explain about that word panic, okay? Because Baphomet and Pan are synonymous, okay? And literally, the word panic, they'll tell you this, you go research it, streams from or ties into the word Pan because that god or demon used to wake up and let out a shrieking sound, and everybody that was around used to panic when they heard it. So all those who are of Pan come from a disorderly chaos. All right, not an orderly cause, a disorderly chaos. So if you're rocking with Baphomet, you have to understand what that symbol is telling you. Your head is dominated by the animal, or goat. Your body may be human, your torso, rather, your arms, rather, but your hindquarters are that of a goat. You understand that? Your hooves, your feet are that of a goat. You are dominated by darkness. All right? The light of the body is the eye. Who remembers? The light of the body is the eye. And what do they say? That how great that darkness would be if your eye was dark. It's telling you darkness takes over. It takes over. And people who aren't aware of that, they end up under a symbol of imperfection. This is the symbol of imperfection. The imperfect symbol. Why? Because this symbol right here was supposed to be the balancement that people is trying to talk about of correspondence. This is disorderly. It's not even. It's not even an even number. Ain't that odd? But these people are trying to say that this being coming with that symbol is supposed to be bringing people back to balance. Duality does not equal balance. No, 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 no. Duality doesn't equal balance. Duality is either or. Duality is left, right. You've been tricked. The balance that you're looking for is that which brings you to the center from all angles, all ways. That only happens with this symbol, not that one. You flip this one upside down. Many times I done taught it. What I tell you, it ain't the same symbol. You flip this one upside down. What is it? The same symbol. Let's do it. See, I just flipped it. All right, now I'm going to flip this one. So it's not as above, so below, because when it's pointing below, this is how it appears. Or this is the form. Okay? And when it's pointing above, this is how it appears. Or this is the form. You have to study forms and not just the letters like morphology. Okay? Morphology is basically saying morphe logos. What is morphe logos? More is a shape study. Morphe is shape. Like morph, transmorphism. All right? Or metamorphosis. All right? And then you have the study of it. So if you want to study shapes, don't just stop at letters. Don't just stop at sigils, okay, that look like letters. Go into what they literally call the shapes. And you will see the sciences that are hidden there. Like Dr. Miller York explained about the honeycomb, how it's basically a hexagram. Are you with me? But these sciences are left out and people aren't able to see it because they're not studying it. So you must study it. Duality, like I told y'all, the real duality is what? Duel, the duel of E.T. The war between extraterrestrials, the war between Michael and his angels and the dragon and his angels. That's the real duality that people need to be looking into because that's happening right now. It's been going on for a while. And I don't mean angels as people that got wings floating around in the sky. You don't know the word. The word angel is just angelos, okay, which just literally means a messenger. All right. So let me ask you this question. Is a prophet a messenger? Yes or no? Is a prophet a messenger? Okay. Before this prophet that calls himself a prophet, what did he say? Test every spirit with the spirit. Because not every prophet that comes forth is of God or El. Test every spirit. They didn't say let some get away. They said test every spirit with the spirit. Why? Because it's not just for you. It's for your children. It's for your people around you. It's for your village. It's for your town. For them to see right there, front center, okay, whether or not this being stands on truth. And the word they used was spirit. Test every spirit with the spirit. Those are two different spirits. Who knows? Okay, I taught this before. Remember, these people think they teachers. They can't teach. They just talk. And they regurgitate spiritual words, spiritual jargon. Okay, conjecture. But they're not teachers. All right? This word spirit brings you to Hebrew. Ruach. Okay, ruach. All right? You also have its soul rendition called ruh in Arabic, Arabia. And then you'll have its ancient Egyptian rendition of ruh. Ruh. What does this mean? Ruh means to know. All right? It means to know a thing. So you have soul, you have spirit, and you have to know or knowledge. So what were they saying? Test every spirit. This word spirit, when they were talking about it, was a prophet. Because they literally said it. Not every prophet is of God. Test every prophet with the spirit, meaning what is known. Test every spirit with the knowledge. See what they know. Check their soul. Check their temperature is what he called it up out west. All right? check their soul and check their spirit. Check the information that they think they have, whether or not it's convertible, whether or not it transcends. See. So we step forth and we test you and you fail. How do you fail? Because you lack what? You lack emotional regulation. And a prophet speaks with still waters. All right? They're of the Nubians or Nubians. Nubu. All right? Or Nu-U-Pu. Nu-U-Pu. All right? What does that mean? Remember? Nu is the still waters. Or Nun. Water. Upu. Upe is mouth. Water mouth. Sound of many what? Waters. You don't need to resort to violence when you're one of the ones. You don't need to attack and say, I'm going to do this to you and fuck this and you doing this and da-da. You don't need to do that. When you're one of the ones, you're just going to speak truth. And you come with a calmness. Still waters ain't no hoe. Still waters will spawn forth life. Still waters is in the womb. The madre. Okay? That's where that cause that you call chaos. All right, look at the word. Caius. Caius. What is caius? Is your spirit that you say you coming with a spirit of usefulness? Can you even use your key? Chi. Key. Oh, I ain't talking about all that put on. I'm not talking about the internet pictures. Y'all ain't ever seen the movies where the nigga who think they doing everything that the Chi Masters do run up on one of the ones who, remember the drunken masters? They be sitting there sloppy bodied in a motherfucker with a beer, literally beer in their hand. Who was the nigga that used to get drunk all the time and throw up on Mortal Kombat? Run up on him. Run up on him if you want to. And he gonna show you. It's always in the movies. The black belts. They run up. They get the flying.
It'll be my turn next. Say this nigga.
That was the black belts. Why they flying? Because these belts you're not familiar with. These are ultraviolet. They transcend what you think is color and shade. These belts are all around you. You don't even know where you will be hit from. You understand that? Trump said, sound about right, sound about right, sound about right. He didn't want it. You know he didn't want it because that literally the next day that nigga Trump was on a jet. Said that nigga said a parable? That might be a prophet. And went to end it. Ended all wars. No, you fight physically? Oh, well, we're not the same. When I had issues with people, we handled it. And yeah, no trace. If it was a real issue, it's just handled. It's just handled. What do you mean? Oh, you still doing the little people stuff? You mean meeting up and fighting? Okay. Well, this is no place for you. This is no place for you. Because I know you think it's a certain way. That wouldn't even go well for you. But even if it were something that I were playing around in, it would just been a waste of time. Why is this something that you have to resort to? Just stand up and speak the water because you are a Nebi. Excuse me. You are a Nevi. Excuse me. You are a Navy. Excuse me. You are one who speaks water. So then why are you speaking bricks? Why when you talk shit fall out your mouth? Dick suckers. I want to fight. You're not a prophet. I call cap. I call cap. And there's so many of y'all who think prophet means something great. There's so many of y'all who saw this one word in the Bible and was like, I want to be that when I grow. And then you don't know that it actually meant something. It means something. Still to this day, I don't have to say I'm a prophet. Who remembers? I'll bring it up again. I said, yo, niggas was saying smoke around me. I said the third time I heard the word smoke. I said, it's about to be a what? A wildfire. I said, it's about to be a wildfire. I didn't say it's about to be a car on fire. I didn't say it's about to be a building on fire. I said it's about to be a wildfire. 2 days later, there was not just a wildfire, like in the Amazon forest tucked away in the pocket somewhere. LA caught fire. They said, LA wildfire, big as hell. They're all like, yo, Faise, you just said that. I said, I wouldn't even know how to begin to tell you how I knew that. And still, I'm not going to say, I'm a prophet. You know, Kevin Gates DM'd me and said, you a prophet. I'm still not going to stand here and say, I am a prophet. Let alone say, I am the prophet. You know what I mean? Some of y'all don't understand. When Isa Maryam, Jesus, the Messiah, was written in the stories to have evaded death, even though they want to say he died on the cross, he evaded it. And Mary ran up to him and was like, because she finally realized who he was. So Jesus knows how to shapeshift. But she finally realized who he was. And she ran up on him and said, yo, Rabboni, which means my master. Okay? Rabboni. He said, yo, relax. He literally said, yo, chill. I haven't ascended unto my Father yet. Why would he tell her to not touch him and not make a scene? Because he didn't want that attention on him at that time. They already tried to kill him. You have to understand that. If they see some lady screaming, Jesus, hugging his ass, and everybody else seeing that, Jesus, 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 you know, humans. Everybody's going to run over. It don't matter what Jesus say. They're going to be so, yo, autograph, da-da-da. You see how they act with celebrities. He didn't want to make a scene for them to try to really kill him. He didn't know if he had any more of that shapeshift dust. You might only get one chance to do that. He had to pray and sweat blood to get that done. They don't got time to do that shit on the drop of a dime. You can't just drop and sweat blood. That nigga said, chill, relax. I ain't ascended. Y'all want to be things that get us killed. Y'all want to be beings that your realm doesn't even accept us. We have to fight our way through. Blogs ain't posting Faise One. They not hitting me up saying, come rap on my hanging mic. I have to book a videographer and ask them, do you got a hanging mic? I got to make it be that. You ain't going to see Faise One getting hit up by none of these people because they're afraid of me. I have to bully my way through certain doors. Why does it seem that all of y'all who claim that Faise One ain't who he say he is, he a liar, he a slander, da-da-da-da, why the industry support y'all so much? Soon as they find out who y'all are, y'all get all the support from all of these devils. But yet, I've been in this whole walk since I was 10 years old on this internet thing, and name one celebrity you see standing right there with me. My feet, they feet. Name one. Name it. It don't exist. It doesn't exist. Listen, shout out to Spitty Will for calling me, hit me up, say, yo, I want you to come and talk on Off the Porch. You know how long I've been breaking the algorithm? Flipping this shit upside down. On top of it, the post I made today, damn near at 100,000 posts in however many hours, a few hours. And it's an old post that I done posted 9 times. I've created videos that if these blogs took it and posted it, their platforms would go further. You gotta know it's some deep shit where they see me post the same shit over and over again. And if it don't get more views, it get the same amount of views as I did the first time. And they won't even take the videos and do their job. Cover what's happening in the communities. I'm not talking about just the industry. I'm talking about the conscious community. I'm talking about the Black Magic 363s and the forbidden knowledges and earn your leisures. I'm talking about they run from Faise One. They embrace y'all. They embrace y'all. But of course they're going to embrace somebody. If they say they're El Nebi instead of El Nebi, they're going to embrace you. Because they don't want to work with these beings. These beings are the true and willing. These motherfuckers here, they don't work with them. So, okay, yeah, he says L. Was it L? Did he? No, really. Did he say L or L? Okay, yeah, tell him come in. Y'all ready? All right, hang the mic. Go ahead. I'm ancient. Yeah. Okay, cool. He's ancient. All right, we got it. We got another one. Y'all don't understand how this matrix works. This is why you have D1s. This is why you have... They need something out here. Not even to battle me, to distract you from me. I'm going to say it one more time. Obviously, they don't want to battle me. They don't even want to deal with me tone to tone. They need something out here to distract you from me. But why? Why, Omari? Why? What are they worried about? Are they worried about Meliki? As in Meliki Yom Madin? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Meliki Yom Madin. Oh, okay. They're worried about Malachi, Malaika. They ain't even really worried about me. Too tough. They afraid of what's right there over there. They don't even really see, but they can make it out and say, hold on, that look like the silhouette of this one man who trampled all of our belief systems up under his feet whilst being a part of them. This is what is truly meant by being of the world. Okay? Or actually in the world and not of it. Malachi York was and is in the world, not of it. So as much as they get upset that I bring them up, I say, if you can find me someone who can triumph or trump over him, I'll stop. If you can find me someone in your communities of these teachers and wannabe gurus and spiritual guru, internet Google regurgitationalist people, if you can find me one who even comes near Malachi York, then I'll be quiet. What will be the purpose of me keep saying Malachi? I could just start saying who that is because that would be 1 degree closer to the truth. Find it. Bring it to me. Then I'll be quiet. Other than that, if it's every day, close your ears if you're tired. Close your ears if you're tired. Because as far as I am concerned, there is no one or no thing on this planet truer than Dr. Malachi York. Prove me wrong. How long have I been saying, let's go, what? Let's go Meliki for Meliki. Ain't that ironic? Because Meliki is master. If I say Meliki Yom Adin, I'm saying master of the day of judgment. Okay? Let's go master for master. Let's go Malachi for Malachi. The only one who can compete with Malachi is Malachi. That's why they ran. They saw it. They watched Young Elder. They've been seeing me scream. They say, oh, it's negativity. No, it's an opportunity. If somebody challenges me, I take it as an opportunity to show that I'm ready to stand on my circle. Stand on it. You with me? Nah, I don't listen. I haven't surpassed Dr. Malachi York. No. You got to watch out. I haven't surpassed Malachi York at all. Y'all have to understand that. Where the hell Michael at? If y'all having problems with people, he supposed to be on the job. Yeah, I'll make you moderator for it, nigga, over there. Yeah. I don't know nothing about that. Okay, cool. So, y'all get what's going on, right? I said let's go master for master. They ran. They don't want to do it. Have y'all seen anybody do it successfully? Anybody in here that could teach me something about that? Can anybody teach me or show me or refer to me where somebody surpassed Dr. Malachi York? Yo, it's over. This is how you know we're in the hour. It's over. It's done. He beat the game. So one of the first things he want to come on and say, y'all Malachi people, da-da-da-da. That's why I say again, I feel for those who follow you, your Tabot. Those who follow El Nebi, those who follow Rashad Dajjal, those who follow Bobby Hermit, those who follow anybody bringing you to darkness, that think that they can put on righteousness. What about Malachi said, it's not your imitation of righteousness. That's why he said all these people are too righteous and too woke. What are you talking about? I don't claim either. What do y'all still stuck on those words? You still stuck on woke? You didn't see what they did? They took that word from you and y'all let them. Now, woke is this. Right? Woke became that. Didn't nobody even ask us. They just say, yo, they say, whose land is this? Who stays on this here land? The spiritual people stay on this. Let's try that again. Who stays on this here land? We stay on this here land. They took y'all shit from y'all. Y'all don't have woke anymore. Next. And if you ain't careful, spiritual gonna mean you're into vegetables. You're not paying attention. Y'all are losing your keys. They're snatching them from y'all. Changing your words in real time and putting them in a dictionary. And you're letting them. Because who among you can come out and speak water? Who can come out and speak water and flood the algorithms to make it be that the illusion no longer survives about what you say, if what you say be truthful? I don't think you know. Bam just like to hear himself talk. He won't run a debate with folks who actually want to run a debate. He be on hush mode the whole time. I don't know who you talking. You got to be talking about El Nebi, because he didn't want to. He said I wasn't going on this live. Then he called me a leech. Listen, I didn't even know you were live. One of the brothers. First of all, let's get this straight. All right, let's get it straight. Let's get it mustaqim. I didn't make the video about El Nebi. I wasn't thinking about it. I'm focused on something totally different, working on some projects. Somebody else made the video. I saw the video. I reposted the video. I commented on the post that he made about the video, said, no, he's not doing conspiracy. Check in. He got upset thinking I'm saying check in with me. Why would I do that? For what? No, I was saying check in with what he's saying about Baphomet, the dragon, the goats, all of that. No, I don't know who. Listen, maybe I need a different moderator. Why do y'all think you can speak to me? You're going for life. You know what I'm saying? People think they can. No, this is what time we in? This. Yeah. What? Why do y'all think y'all can talk to me? You can only talk to me if you walk with me. You don't have to agree with me. You can only talk to me if you walk with me. You can't talk at me. What is that? Y'all hear that? No. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those stages are really like that, by the way. In real life, don't even look in my direction if your light ain't right. All right, cool. All right. So, firstly, one of the brothers made the video. Secondly, one of the brothers sent me the live. I didn't see the live. So, when one of the brothers sent me, I went on and said, okay. I said, yo, I'll join the live. Same thing I did with Smoke Detector. Same thing with those 607. What I did. I went live with him. But me saying I'm going to join the live, he called me an energy leech or whatever it is. He said, these are leeches I'm talking to y'all about. And what I say? I said, what? I said, peace. And left. I ain't sit there typing and arguing. Nigga, that's y'all's forte. As soon as I realized he was off his rocker, I left. You got to be off your rocker if you can't see the true light in me. You got to be. So I got the fuck on. I don't know. That's why I don't understand how people stay and they're saying that what I say is this, that, and the third. Just leave. Just leave. So the main message is don't listen or believe any of these people. All right? They may claim that they coming to give you this information, that information. Don't believe them. And I never ask anybody to believe me. And definitely don't believe anybody who don't even know the science behind their own name. Again, when you write El Nebi, you're saying, I'm not a prophet. I'm not even aligned in the prophet conversation. I'm being informal and dialectal. Okay? The actual definitive article for prophet is Ul. So we know you don't know what you're doing or what you're talking about. You understand? And then again, I gave y'all questions that if y'all rocking with this person, I'm not talking about y'all who walking and taking that straight path. Y'all don't have to keep deterring. Y'all don't have to be in people's comments, responding to them and none of that. How many times I got to say that? I know you might like to do that, but y'all have to be careful that you're not caught up in this. Be careful that you don't become attracted to this, because y'all don't think I know the difference. A lot of y'all just like drama. And that's why y'all be in the comments and shit. And you claiming that it's on my behalf. I told you I don't have followers. I don't have people who are of Tabat. All right? Tabat ain't nothing but just another way of saying Dabat. Okay? Dabat. If I say Dabat, I'm talking about a beast or an animal. I don't have sheep following around me. That's another way they say Tabat, by the way. Sheep or followers. I don't have followers. People walking with me. Don't be in people's comments. Y'all make it look how they look. Do I need to say that again? I don't like looking out and seeing what they are amongst me. If you see me call somebody out, that don't mean jump on them and you ain't did your research on them and none of that. You don't know what's going on with them. You look like a follower. Is it clear? You know what I mean? You might be rocking with somebody just because you see that they disagree with me. That don't mean you got to stop rocking with them. See whether or not they're telling you the truth. Or you're a follower. That makes you no different than the ones we calling out. And you know it's true that most of y'all just like drama. Y'all say, ooh, who you gonna get this time? What's he gonna do? Oh, I knew he gonna go live. Why am I going live? I was working. Why am I going live? Because I have to disperse this dark cloud that came with that. I didn't even cause it. That's why I also have to be cautious with what you're doing. And be more in tune with what's going on. Don't be tone deaf. Be in tune. You ain't seen me popping on the web lately. Why? Because there's a lot of work happening behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. There's a gathering. There's all kind of stuff. We dealing with people who are walking near us that are getting upset, infuriated, and walking off on their own and slandering. That's slander. People coming and attacking and saying this, that, and third. I get wrapped up in it. That's why I told y'all before I even realized who or what I was talking about. What didn't I say it? I said they look at situations with y'all and relationships with them. And because y'all claim y'all walking with me, everything y'all do, they pin it on me. Regardless of what you say, when women come forth and say, this person is abusing me, guess who they gonna pin it on? You can stand up there and give a whole dissertation, they still gonna pin it on me. That's why I said there's no name for what we doing. That's why I say if we gonna come and meet somewhere, we're meeting where I say we meet at. There are no side ventures or none of that, because what you may not be thinking about is we have multiple letter organizations watching everything I do all the time. All the time. Right now. And what they look for, they wait for. Oh, you weren't there, but you had these people come in down and flying across state lines and doing this and da-da-da-da. And I didn't have anything to do with that. Whatever it would be. What I tell y'all, I said, stop moving so fast. Literally. Sometimes you have to fast to what? Slow down. Because there's a such thing as going too fast. You don't understand that? You remember when you were running when you were younger and you didn't know your own speed? And you bust your shit? You were running too fast. Pay attention. And what's this run in front of the leader stuff? I don't know what that is. But I ain't going to keep jumping in it. I ain't going to keep jumping in it. Mind your speed. Mind your activities. Mind. 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 Nine mind. Watch. Pay more attention. Because if not, what'll happen is you'll look around and I'm gone. Pay attention. When these people get upset, right? Exactly. Be mindful. When these people get upset and they say the things they say, observe. Why are you reacting and responding? What I tell you, if anything, if you're going to respond to people, send them love. Because you'll never know. See the 607 on, he came and said, I love you, bro. I love you, bro. I love you. You remember that? I ain't want to problem with you. I love you. No, I love you. You know what I'm saying? You never know, because when you move in that, it don't matter what they do or say, they going to speak their own demise or they're going to speak their own revitalization. They're going to speak their own demise or they're going to speak their own revitalization. You said you got darkness. He got darkness like the rest of us. No. So far, he has not said or claimed to have darkness, but you did. So guess who needs to be dealing with their darkness and getting the fuck off the internet trying to be a teacher? You. He got darkness like the rest of us. You, El Nebi, has darkness. Omari doesn't have darkness. And Omari wouldn't be able to speak that if it were not true. 2022. The sister that was the center of all that situation that happened, she gave me a Reiki session. We went upstairs in an Airbnb that was rented for Dr. Melikazi York's celebration. They were saying it was for a celebration, even though we weren't celebrating him over there. I was. They were upset with me for doing it. The sister and I went upstairs into a room, a big room because it was a mansion. All right. The room about the size of a closet. All right. Or the closet was about the size of a room. I'll say it like that. It was a room inside of a room that we went into. Closed the door. She gave my Reiki session. And while we were in the middle of the session, she didn't bring her bowls. I told her don't forget the damn bowls because I didn't want people to assume shit when we went upstairs. She did exactly what I told her not to do. She forgot the bowls. That's what caused a lot of those issues because the brothers thought I took her away to sleep with her. That was their darkness, wasn't it? They were projecting that on me, weren't they? And they were wrong. So when they said it, they did what? They slandered. Y'all paying attention? Are you keeping up with me? Are you moving quick enough? Okay. The sister had me in, from the bird's eye view, I was in this position, laying on my back. I actually had my feet crossed, but she uncrossed my feet and said, you need to relax. So she sat here. This is her sitting down. She sat here. She turned on, she had a phone right here. Meditation from Dr. Melikazi York. Right? The window is right here. Okay? Here's the window. There go the window sill. All right? And I had a cup of wine, right? That was right there. Which wasn't even really wine. It was some other shit that them folks had made. All right? Only other thing that was in that room was some sage. And I think she sat that in the windowsill. So some sage burning. Okay. So she gave me my session. First, she touched my legs. Then she touched my chest. Then she touched my forehead. I had my locks wrapped around my head. She unwrapped them. So they were laid out like this. Everything she was saying was telling me about relaxation, relaxation. Okay. She touched my arms. All of this was supposed to be whatever the Reiki situation was. But she did, listen, whatever she did it right because I felt an activation of a sort, a deep activation. And I was able to cry, all kind of stuff, right? So she made a statement. She said, you feel like your energy is very, like, powerful. She said, you're carrying a lot, right? It's a point of what I'm getting at. She said, you're carrying a lot. I said, I said, you're right. I said, I know. And she said, well, what is it? She said, is it skeletons? This was her word. She said, is it skeletons? Like, do you have like skeletons in your closet? She said, do you have regrets? I remember this like it was yesterday. She said, do you have regrets? And I remember like looking, my eyesight to her was here. And I remember looking at her. And I opened my mouth, I said, no. Because I tried not to like break out of the meditative state because I had to understand this is what people deal with. So that's the intensity She was dealing with the other side of the intensity, okay, which is another whole other scale. So I said, no, I don't have skeletons in my closet, and I don't carry regrets. She said, well, then what is it? What is it I'm feeling from you? I said, well, for one, you're in intimate proximity with me, and it's on a spiritual note. Okay, there's a calmness, there's an openness. I said, what you're feeling is loneliness. Why? Because when you're me, you know ain't nobody else here. You know that. So however many times you send your voice out that way, your voice out this way, your voice out that way, you know this is where you are, and it's lonely. Remember my first book I wrote called Why? Okay? Remember I wrote about that before this situation, by the way. I wrote that book in like 2020, 2021. That was my first book, Why? In that book, I talked about loneliness. It might sound sad to certain people, but to us, it sounds realistic. Because there's a difference between alone and lonely, even though they're in the family. They're in the same family. Pay attention. So it's loneliness because you start realizing ain't nobody there. You could be in a room full of people. They'll be laughing, talking with them. But you're still right there. And that is a lonely thing. And when someone can get that close up on you in proximity, all right, to be able to experience that, they'll see it. They'll feel it. And she was touching. And she said, I feel a lot coming. There's a lot you carry. I said, exactly. You walked up on an electromagnetic power center of loneliness. Simple. What's my point? What are you talking about? Darkness. I don't have dark thoughts. I don't know where y'all brain is at. That's why I think a lot of people was like projecting on Malachi York when they said he was guilty. I think most, if not all of y'all men are projecting yourselves onto him. I think y'all deal with that. There has to be something wrong in your mind, in your brain, to want to sleep with a child. There has to be, all I can think of is I can't even venture into the realm of it. It just has to be, you retarded. You got to be retarded. And one thing I know about Dr. Malachi York, he could not be retarded and be who he is. But when I look at all these Captain Cesares, they look, talk, and sound retarded. Oh, you're not dealing with a politically correct? I don't give a fuck about politics. They're not correct. That doesn't even make sense. How you gonna be politically correct? Politics is incorrect. It's based on perspective and statistics that can be falsified at any moment. Bullshit. These niggas retarded. Y'all got darkness. No. I'm passing through here, walking this straight line, and I never understood these people. I could never comprehend the mind of these people. We're not supposed to. It's not for us. So you mean you? You mean you? You mean you? Yeah, you do, because you said it. You got darkness like the rest of us. Family. You're attempting to establish something for yourself whilst here. I'm doing my best to show people here ain't all there is. What you think is here ain't all there is. The establishment of myself being in the world, I don't know where people get this. He want to be a part of the industry thing is, if he had the chance, he would join them. You got to be clueless. You got to be the most clueless motherfucker. And why all of y'all who want to come against me always wrong? Can we get one person to expose me the right way? Why everybody wrong? So let's clear it up, because they can't. Does Omari want to be a part of the industry? You ready? Okay. Just in case anybody that's in here is a celebrity, see this replay. Any of my celebrity friends or associates, people that got deals, people that are signed with this record label, that record label, blog owners, podcast owners, I do not give a fuck. Fuck your industry. Are you ready? Did y'all get that? Did you clip it? We're going to clip farm this. We're bringing clip farming to Instagram. Fuck your industry. Do I want to deal with Sony? Fuck Sony. Oops. Well, if I wanted a deal, guess what I just did? Burnt the bridge. Do I want to deal with QC, Wolfpack, any of them niggas? Fuck QC and Wolfpack. Oops. Fucked it up. If I wanted to deal with them, I can't. Do I want to go on Revolt TV? Fuck Revolt TV. Oops. Do I want the Shade Room to post me? Fuck the Shade Room. Oops. Listen, how many more bridges I need to burn for you to see you have lost your rabbit ass mind thinking you know me? I am who you are parading as. Prove that I'm not. So no, you don't want to be a part of no industry. When we need money, what I do? What I say? I said, we're going to do a fund raiser. Fun. It is not fun for me. I do my best to make it fun. It's the most stressful thing you can probably do out here. Ask. Because people will turn their back on you. And they don't owe you anything, so there's that dilemma. But do I ask the labels, hey, can y'all please give me an advance? Can I please sign with you and get this money? When the nigga offered me $1 million, did I say yes or no? All right, if I say yes, why the fuck are we still doing fundraisers? Y'all have to figure out which one you're working. Either I'm poor and need to do fundraisers and I'm broke and I can't show you $25,000, or I'm somebody who wants a deal and didn't take the deals that I got. They offered me deals and I just said fuck it, and I just didn't want to have money. But I wanted to be a part of the thing. Man, y'all be wrong. That's the problem. That's called false prophecy. It's not my fault. I ain't do anything to make y'all niggas be stupid. That's y'all shit. Niggas woke up and said, I'm going too stupid. I didn't make you stupid. I would blame your mother and your father, but I'm convinced that a lot of y'all niggas have mutated in your genes. Your mother and your father probably had more sense. Y'all niggas have stupided into oblivion. What are you talking about? You're on industry platforms. I don't understand this. You talking about everybody. Everybody be talking about everybody. You didn't know? You didn't know that? Everybody talk about everybody. All the niggas who y'all put up on pedestals, guess what them niggas came up doing? Talking about people, but guess what they were doing? Slandering. You can refute damn near everything they said. You can't refute a penny on the dollar of what I utter. And I challenge you to do it. Who has ran? Listen, Smoke Detector ran. El Nebi ran. All the people get to running. Have I ran? No, I haven't. I'm still here. Still here. I'm still here. So does Omari want to be a part of the industry? No. Fuck the industry. Do Omari want the industry money? No, I don't want the industry money. Fuck the industry's money. So am I here for money? No. Am I here for status and fame? I've been a star since before I was birthed. Let's say this right. I have been of the true light since before my proception. That help? Is that better? I came by way of the violet light. If you know, you know. Literally, I came by way of the violet light, born on a mountaintop. I walk down here and you disrespect me. I was born on a mountain. I was born with telepathic abilities. I didn't even know what telepathy was until my Umi told me what it was. I just thought everybody couldn't fucking hear me talking. My Umi had to explain to me because she spoke to me in her mind and I came to her. And she said, I don't talk to him much. I need to start talking to him more. I had to be like 3 years old. I walked right up on her. I said, Umi, you don't talk to me much. Because people thought because I was quiet, I didn't have anything to say. No, I had a lot to say. You just couldn't hear me. So I had to learn how to be. had to learn how to be you. I had to learn how to PU. Remember PU? I had to learn how to. I don't belong here. I couldn't feel pain. I didn't know pain was a part of it. I had to learn pain from my siblings. I didn't know we were supposed to respond when things hurt. I didn't know we were supposed to respond and and cry. I didn't know that. I used to get whoopings. Like if I get a whooping, which I ain't had to get too many, but if I got a whooping, if at 3-4 years old, however many, if I got a spanking, whooping, whatever, I would holler, because I saw my siblings doing it. But I couldn't cry because I didn't feel pain. So I was just, like looking out the side of my eyes, shit. I was Novocaine. Meaning I was never Cain. You don't hear me. I couldn't feel y'all. Listen, my Umi will tell you. They thought about getting me checked out because of it. Not just because I couldn't feel pain. I also cut off my hearing. Because people was loud. And they were chaotic. And my sister would be screaming in my ear. Asked me to play with them. I cut off my hearing. And she went to take me to, or ask Tassili about me. Tassili, my spiritual aunt. And Tassili said, he doesn't like the chaos in the house. It's too much fighting, too much this, too much that. If y'all don't stop it, you don't make it peaceful for him again, he's going to cut off his hearing permanently, and he's going to be fine with that. It's real life. I ain't telling you no lies. So what? I had to learn to be you, but I can never be you. I don't have your mind. We don't share that. I don't have your selfishness. I don't have your hatred for one another. I don't have this secret thing, this secrecy. Y'all just smile in each other's face, talk about one another behind each other's face. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't have this murderous thing that makes you, listen, I hated going to school because y'all wanted to fight me. I didn't want to fight. Damn, what's the song? Church shoes, huh? Oh, so you see me in my church shoes, huh? Now you know what it feel to be like me. Well, should have asked me. I would have told you some. Everybody's a lot to lean on me. But when you see me with my shoulders slump, take a second before you come for me. Just because I'm the chosen one, that don't mean that I want to be. Do that sound like, yeah, I'm the prophet. I'm the chosen. I'm the nigga. Everybody step out. I'm like, man, they don't even know. I walk outside, I would rather not be this here. Because being this here is a death sentence. And I'm not talking about just physical death. You with me? Being this here is frowned upon. Y'all got it easy. Y'all have it easy. So they always want to fight me. I'm from far away, right? I was never like these niggas. They don't play right. Saying, Omi, why they always trying to fight me? I just want to play. I hated going to school because y'all niggas wanted to fight. Y'all were animals in cages. I didn't understand that. And I don't understand that you want to fight just because you don't like me. Why don't you like me? Can you tell me? People would see me walk into a class and I could see them as a child, pre-K. And they used to just frown at me. And I didn't understand that. So off the rip, I was isolated because I don't want to be around motherfuckers that's frowning at me. So guess what they wound up doing? They take you taking to yourself and being smart and answering questions as a threat within itself. I wasn't supposed to be smart. I was supposed to be stupid with y'all. I was supposed to say El Nebi, not El Nebi. Right? I was supposed to be dumb. I wasn't supposed to pay attention to simple shit like that. I wasn't supposed to raise my hand and answer all the questions and teach the teacher because, no, that's not right. Well, you wanted to call my mother? You want to call her? Because she'll tell you that ain't, no. And I got a whole community of people that was willing to come up here and talk to you because you're teaching me now. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be smart. I wasn't supposed to be emerald light in a school or hell. I ain't like that. I used to have to fight so much. And I hated around 6th grade because I started activating that animalistic shit just to get the motherfuckers off me. But it was hard to break up out of that because I got on that. I got on that. You don't want us on that because leave us the fuck alone. You think you some shit you'll be missing. Like, leave us the fuck alone. We here to do what we here to do. But why they always want to bother us? So I ain't like that shit, bro. So no, I'm not one of you. I came here and I dressed women with a song in the brokest nigga ever? Right? Or no, it was a sermon. In the sermon song I said, don't think I can't walk on that water just because I swam with you. No, we have that will. We don't want to see everybody drown. How we drowning out here. They drowning. And one of the main ways I saw people drown is they didn't have Nuwapu. They didn't have the water mouth. They didn't have the word of mouth. You understand? To be able to take those keys and investigate. Get into your vest. Get dressed. Get on your garb and gait. Walk. They didn't have it. So I wanted to give it to them. It made me enemy number one. Out here in Babylon. Okay? Where you walk out here in the lawn, all you see is what? Babies. Baby lawn. All right? Then you walk and you see this baby all by itself. Baby lawn. Where's this person's parents? Well, as we came up in the orders, we say, who are your peoples? Where y'all niggas coming from? You a baby. But where your mom at? Where your father? Where's your mother? Where you come from? Okay, yeah. You're kicking. That's cute. Go get your daddy. This isn't for children. This is grown people business. Go get your people. There's always a head. And there's always a tail. A lot of these people, if you can't tell, are tails. The head people be niggas that was like Young Pharaoh and them. They spawned all these demons. Go get your dad. Why the fuck would I deal with it? You saw what happened when Rashad Jamal followers got on here? All of them got their ass whooped. We ain't supposed to be whooping kids. We can talk to the children, but I disciplined the shit out of them. They all got their ass whooped. Sometimes you got to pick up the belt. You spoil that you want to spoil the child, spare the ride. If the child ain't over there, they bring a spare ride, especially that motherfucker spoiled, because the first one ain't gonna do shit. You gotta have another ride, or the motherfucker that's spared gonna be spoiled. Spoil the ride, spare the child. Spare the child, spare the ride, spoil the child. All that, everything. Shit, whoop their ass. But they need it. Because a lot of people, they got their ass whooped, they start sniffing. You know, you was a child, you get that whooping. But then you be motivated. Like, let me clean my room up. Parents walk in after whooping their child, they be angels. Do you need anything? Do you want anything today? I'm just going to go out there and pick up the trash anyway. You with me? Some of them need their ass whooped. After they were done sniffing, they said, you know what? You was right. I was following behind somebody blindly. I don't even know what they talking about. Somebody literally got on here and said, yo, I can't let you talk about Bobby Hemmett like that. I said, okay, you're not going to be able to stop me. So we're going to talk about Bobby Hemmett like that. What are you going to do about it? After we were done at the conversation, what did he say? Well, you're right. It's recorded, by the way. These lives are recorded. This is going to be beautiful one day. It's beautiful now. Nigga said, you know what? Bobby Hemmett was good for entertainment. Yeah, he was. That means he wasted your time. And you don't get that back. So you think you can settle or be of the set elite, set L's. You can't settle. You have to rise up. Rise. Rise. You have to be of rise. Not of sets elite or sets L. Am I connecting with anybody? That's why when bro said I ain't checking in with nobody, I'm like, bro, I'm not talking about me. Oh, you think I'm the judge? I'm flattered. I'm not. Here go your judge right here. There go your judge. I'm not your judge. I know some judges, but I opted out of judgment. And my name, Faise. That shit say judge. When you go look the shit up, Faise or Faise All, Faise L or Faise L. That shit say the doer. When you go look it up, Faise L Faise or L Faise, the doer. And this shit, Faise All as a word means sword or resolute or judge. And I still said shit. You ain't living up to your name, but I ain't got time to live up. I got other shit to do. I can't be out here judging. I ain't your judge. Oh, you don't check in with me. Check in with yourself. All that darkness you talking about, handle it then. You shouldn't have no problem with me. But how you speak for another person? How would you say, oh, he's dealing with darkness? How would you know that? You don't know simple things. How you going to know something as advanced as in the composition and the internal workings of Omari? No. Omari has submitted. Or summited. Omari is right here. I don't know where you are, but this where Omari is. And he ain't leaving because there's nowhere that is not the center. He ain't leaving because there's nowhere else to go. Omari is activating summit. It's right there. Summit. See the word summit? Summit. Summit means silence. Go look it up. Or muteness. Omari is activating silence. I don't even want to go back and forth with y'all. Niggas, I ain't going back and forth. I made 5 videos and 17 story posts, and I didn't go to your story. I'm telling the truth. I don't know what you're saying. I just know that you're saying because you tagged me in one of them and it pops up. You're going back and forth. All right. Here you go one wall. Here you go another one. And here go your head, and you just bumping away. Bumping. Bump. I said, what's that noise? Sound like EDM. Boost, boost, boost. Boost, 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 boost. EDM, is that you? Edom, red, amber. Is that you, EDM? Nah, man. We ain't gonna talk about all that catalog talk either, bro. You gotta be out your rabbit ass mind. Got to be. Or your goat ass mind. Catalog? Why niggas do... Okay. Let me put this out here respectfully, all right? Respectfully, I think there might need to be a certain degree of delusion that comes with being a rapper. Let me say it another way. There has to be a certain amount of or degree of arrogance and ego. You got to, especially if you're a rapper, hip-hopper. Yeah, you got to think you're the shit. Okay. Your delusion, though, is overpowering the reality. You cannot go catalog for catalog. You can't go teacher for teacher. You can't go master for me. Y'all can't go nothing for nothing but back to where you started. Okay? Because what are you talking about? We'll be here all year talking about catalog. Then you got to get to deal with the stuff that's in the vault. Power? Did you hear Source? Source is so powerful, so simple, and so quick. Niggas don't know whether or not to replay it or go prostrate. Niggas wish it was longer, but they start picking this shit up like it's a gym. They got to be careful with it when they downloading it and shit. Niggas listen to that shit one time and go meditate on it for the rest of their life and write books and scriptures on it. You know what I mean? Y'all better wake up quick. Now he did. Somebody was talking. Again, this person showed up because one of the blogs posted them and said, what? What did he say? He said the bro started spiritual or created spiritual drill. My response was a phase one response. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. All I said was, I ain't even say shit. All I said was a simple question. I ain't even put though on there. I didn't say did he though. I just said did he. I said did he? Everybody got mad. You're hating. You want a black man to fail. Why you always talking shit? These are 2 words. Why didn't nobody just answer me truthfully? Did he? Because what you call in spiritual drill, but like, did he do this? No, the answer is no, he didn't. Y'all know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick us up and we're going to go to the computer. And I'm going to go and show you that no, he didn't. That's all I was saying. I ain't talk shit. Listen, if you can say all this extra shit, I got to be a bitch ass nigga. We got to attack Malachi, da-da-da-da-da. All I ever said was, did he? And that infuriated you? Come on, bro. Y'all don't have composure. Y'all don't have composure. You got to have it, especially in this center. Why? Because if not, you ain't going to know what's real or what's real. Because you're in a movie. You better know what's real. And you better know what's real. All right? Meaning, you better understand the reality, the real ETs. You walk around and people call it, who sent you? Prophet? Rasul. Who sent you? Who are you speaking before? Because a prophet speaks before something. And who comes after you? Because every prophet is going to what? Who knows? Who knows? We're the students. Every prophet of every story does what? They say who's coming after them. Okay. You're the prophet. Informal. All right. Who comes after you? These people don't listen. Remember, we asked Rashad Jamal, which elder was he of the 23 elders? And we asked him politely. I don't know why he hasn't responded. But we asked him to politely name the remaining brothers. If he's one of the 23, all we asked him to do was name the other 22. Those are your brothers. You should know them by name. But Rashad Jamal didn't know what he was talking about. He said Pops made up Nuwapu. He made up the name. No, he didn't. You see? Many false prophets. You see? What is nigga name? Nature Boy calls himself the Christ. Where the original? Ain't nobody original? Ain't nobody original. All y'all copying the Bible? Who's original? What is your name? You didn't think it was enough. So now you have to be the prophet. Y'all better pay attention. So you're in a movie. You better find out who the real ETs are. Okay? If there are elements suggested are here or avatar are here, you better find out who they are. So you can know their voice and they speak like water. Y'all know this ain't been explained. Again, I told you, I probably look at Dr. Malachi's York books and he probably did explain this shit somewhere. That's how it is. I normally think I figure some shit out, then go and read a book of Malachi's. And he done figured this shit out before I was born. Right? So, no, water mouth. Speak water. Okay, so you're Navy. So then you should speak water. Why are you speaking so angrily? What's up with your tones? Why are they off? Why are they obscene and vulgar and blasphemous? You're not one. If you are, you're doing things that are not what? Becoming of who you say you are. So you have a long way to go. I just told him, I said, you're not ready. That's all I said to him. When he was tagging me all the paragraphs, you're doing a lot. That's a lot. That's very immature energy. That's unseasoned soul right there. That you got to be flaring all over there. Just Dick sucker. Bitch ass nigga. Fuck it. I'm make 70 posts. I don't do this internet shit. I'm not a rapper. Can't fault my catalog. You want to go live? No, I'm not going live. Fuck it. I ain't going back and forth. But let's go back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Tag you. I asked you if you want to go live so you can deal with it right there in front of everybody. You don't have to play. And if I'm fake, you should show everybody right in front of everybody. Yeah. Show everybody. Because first thing I know, I'm going to say, Shalom. Shalom, Aki. Shalom, Aki. You that hard? Shalom, Aki. What? Aki. No? Eichata. Huh? Eichata. What are you talking about? The body breed? What? The body ibriaki. Eichata. La? He said, what? I'll say, never mind. Never mind, Nevi Shakur. He said, what did you just call me? Tupac Shakur? No, never mind. Never mind. Nevi Shakur. Hi, Nevi Shakur. I just asked you how you work. Well, I asked you, do you speak Hebrew? I mean, let's talk about it. You speak Arabic. Salam alaikum. Because you can't, how have you gone? Whichever way. Which prophet are you is all I'm asking. Are you coming from Aramaic? Are you coming from Hebrew? Where's your scripture rooted? Huh? Do you walk Sarata Mustaqim? Do you walk Kav Yashar? Kav Yashar. Do you walk the straight line? Do you even know what you are talking about? If you don't, why do you think you're going to step forth and act like you do? Play with us. Let's go. Play with us. Let's go. All I keep saying, why the fuck they don't want to play with me? I keep saying, here go the ball. Right here. Here go the ball. But nobody want to play with me. Niggas like, nobody want to play with me. 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 Nobody want to. Hey, you can't Google this shit quick enough. You got to know what you're talking about. You got to be able to stand there with me. You got to talk to 22. You got to talk to 28. You got to know where you at. Where you at in it. I just want to talk. You say you're one of the prophets. I just want to touch your spirit. You didn't even say you're one of the prophets. You said you're the prophet, but you didn't mean it because you said L, not O. So you didn't mean you were the prophet. You said you were kind of the prophet. So I want to kind of test your spirit. Am I wrong? Have I misspoken? Anybody? Anybody want to check me? Fact check me? Have I misspoken? Have I slandered? Have I said anything out of the way? No, these niggas don't know that in a movie. And in a movie, you got to be in motion still. You got to be still in motion. You got to hold frame. Okay? Frames per second. You got to be aware about what it means. You got to know the rules of how film works. If you don't, you're going to lose time. You're going to lose space. You won't hold it. You got to hold fast to the rope. Hold tight to that rope. You got to know your 3 core what? I'll tell you this. Stables. What are the 3 core stables in this movie? Your first core stable is you got to have mental stability, nigga. Your second core, you have to have verbal stability in all its aspects. And the third one I'll give you, of all these primary stables, or these tri-primary stables, you have to have character stability. Meaning, if you're Spider-Man, you're not going to turn around and say, I'll be back. You understand? Am I missing anybody? Because the way I teach, I think sometimes people get upset. They don't really be confused. They just be upset or riled up. Just calm down. Or calm up. How about that? Calm up. Or calm in. Come on in. You with me? You got to have character stability. If I would just hone in on that one. You know what I mean? So if you're Agent Smith, your line is not going to be possible. If you're Agent Smith, your line will not be possible. If you're one of the 23 scientist elders, your line will not be, I am not a Nuwapian. And wrong. What else? Give me another line. If you are Medea, right, in this movie, your line will not be hello. Everybody knows that. Your line will surely be hello. You never saw it spelled until just now. Just now. Just at this moment. Just at this moment. Give me another character. What else we got? What other movies? Give me some big movie lines. You better know your character, and you got to keep it stable, because when it's time for you to show up to do what you're supposed to do, and you're not that character for real, you have no character stability. You don't know your what? Your lines. You don't know your sarat, your path, your way. You don't know how to walk straight. You with me? If you're whatever the niggas is, the Wayner Bros, whatever the fuck the niggas name is. The Wayne, them niggas, the Wayans. You ain't gonna be one of them niggas that walk in and say, email. Niggas gonna be like, huh? Email, Snapchat, what? Nigga, you gonna say message, that's your line. Snapchat. You better know your line. You better know your cue. You understand? You better know your cue. Right? You better know your cue. I hope you don't worry about tomorrow. I'll be in your corner in times when you might forget your lines and you're searching for a cue. I will root for you. It don't matter what you do. I approve of you. Yeah, you better know it. You better know it. Because if you don't, you'll think I just made all this up. Don't understand. I've been teaching all this through my music for years. Since I was little. Okay. And all I'm saying is, family, don't project. All right? I don't have no issue with you. I don't know. I don't even remember your son. I think your son said you were ancient and somebody, they were poisoning the food. I mean, that's not a bad message. I mean, you know, all I was saying was you didn't, but I didn't, if that triggered you, I can understand that. I can understand. So I would say, listen, stand on your center. If that made you upset, if that made you feel like I was coming for you, I can understand that. Listen, notice I'm not saying I'm sorry, because I'm not. If you got that ego, you got that arrogance, you got that swag with your shit, man, just rock out. I never said I had an issue. Don't have an issue. You didn't have to bring Malachi York into it. All that was doing was exposing your own insecurities. That's what y'all do. Every time y'all try to slight him and disrespect him and tear him down, all you're doing you just fucking yourself up. Because then people, guess what people wind up doing? They're going to look into it. Same thing with Smoke Detector. When Smoke Detector made a post, I posted her post on my story. You see what I'm saying? And people came and looked. They were DMing me and say, yo, man, I don't know what's wrong with her. I looked at your stuff. Even 607 Aunt said, I checked out one of your videos. That's all it took. That's all it took, gang. all it took is one. All it took is one. What the fuck? Nigga looked at one video and said, I know who you are. I know who you are. Oh, okay. So you probably, why didn't you look at the video before you said you want to kill a nigga? You see what I'm saying? Wake up, man. Omari ain't the faker. He's not the faker. I know you might want it to be that way because it makes it easier, but I'm not the faker. All I think about is this right here. All I think about day in, day out, how I'm going to get people here. All I think about. People around me know it. I'll lock myself in a room and just think about it. Right? Before I got on this live, y'all, the lightning was going crazy. You see what I'm saying? Before I even got on this live, lightning was going berserk. And no thunder, no nothing. I'm like, something's happening. Because it keeps happening. Almost every night there's a lightning storm. And they ain't even talking about how that's not normal. Well, how I'm going to get people here? How I'm going to get people here? You know what I mean? All right, any questions? Fake prophets. You have been warned. Matthew 24:24. Go read it. Or just go read the whole book of Matthew chapter 24, but specifically 24:24. All right, you can read the book of Isaiah chapter 9. Okay, you can read the book of Faise One's Instagram page. Just pay attention. They run. And I don't run. I say, let's stand. Let's go there right now. Let's go. They say, he ain't who he say he is. Oh, it got quiet over there, didn't it? Ever since they realized I'm not even who I say I am. I'm who I'm not even telling you. I'm who I'm not even telling you. And let me tell you something else. When you don't have who with you, you set yourself up for a higher mess because you're coming speaking on self. When you don't have new with you, you set yourself up for a higher mess. You come speaking when you're only speaking on behalf of yourself. When you don't have who knew or honey with you, you set yourself up for a higher mess. Because you're only speaking on behalf of yourself. Behalf. Listen. Only half of the B. You ain't got the whole thing. I just made this up. What I mean by made it up is I formed it. Bara. I formed it. Bara. Only the ones who got the soul of the sun. Soul. Sun. Soul sun. Soul. Sun. 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 Only those who got that soul or the creator ones can form things like that. And we can work with morphology and we can even transform things. Oh, yeah. So who knew? Who knew? When all this is said and done, who knew? It ain't going to be about who believed or who got left. Who be left. Because who be left and who knew? Who knew? Who knew? None who. Okay. Yeah, noon. All noon. Yahoo. Yahoo. Ya ilo. I don't speak on behalf of myself. And I, on my own accord, can do nothing. I, on my own accord, with my own existence here, can do nothing. There is something else on the side or the other side of that cord that you don't know who it is. That's why I get on here and speak, and everything just what? Flows like water. How many people remember Young Elder? The classes? How long I get on there and talk. All the sciences from Masonry, Rosicrucianism, magic, occult science, esoteric, hermetic, and just was able to flow. Voice of sound of many waters. And no matter what it is, some of y'all get on here, I put the pen down. And y'all get on here, y'all ask me questions about going on in your life. And what I do, I open up that window. And I go right in. And then I'll even ask you, I'm like, I don't know if you want me to go further. Because sometimes I go so far, y'all be like, yo, how you know that? Yo, wait, what? What'd you say? I'm like, well, never mind. Let me just back up off you a little bit. Let me back up off you. I don't want to scare nobody. You see what I'm saying? Well, we can go. Why? Because this it's nothing but what? An enlarged version of this. And no matter how far you go, you can draw this. I can draw it too by doing this. Every piece of what you think is an image is only a fractal of the reality, a fractum. Because even when you're looking at light, you're looking at a prism splitting, right? For light to shine through. Fractal. You're dealing with a fracture or broken reality. The only way you can truly see the reality is where that prism splits at. Okay, what's the prism? Here, go right here. The pyramid. Prism. And the prism splits from or at the center. Every piece of light that you're seeing is a fraction of reality. You with me? You have to have a dot. So I got the dot. Who want it? You want it? Okay. You got to give up who you think you are. You got to become new. You got to give up who you think. That has to die. Whoever you think you are, the who that dies. And you have to overstand who. The old dies. You have to become new. Who knew? Who knew? Honey. Honey-hearted. Honey at the center. Sweetheart. The sweethearted ones. Where's the book I wrote, Hidden Hand? I talked about the honey heart, sweetheart, the core of sweetness. All right? You got to have that. When you traveling in the journeys, Surat Mustik, not the Surat Mustikin, Al Isra wa Miraj. Okay? Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam took that path on, or that journey on, what's referred to as barakah. Okay? And it's supposed to be some bright camel-like creature. Some people say some type of vehicle, glowing, beaming. Barakah means to gleam or beam. He took that journey up there. All right? When he was taking his journeys, they were saying he was meeting with some higher level beings. I think one of the journeys, they were saying they gave him honey. I said, here, drink. Honey. Who knew? Hindu. These are sacred words. I told you that Hindu and honey are one and the same. Hindu is a word meaning a ship, like a boat, that's shaped like a banana. Another word they give you, interestingly enough, is what? Bennu. Benanu. Bennu. Shaped like a banana. Thunderbirds. Honey. It'll go on and on and on and on. My point is, I on my own accord can do nothing. That's not how prophets move. And I'm not calling myself, I don't need to be calling myself no prophet. What the fuck? Why? Why would I need to do that? All I'm doing is what I'm here to do. And I can't do anything other than that. I've already surrendered. Okay? Whatever my program or my rendering is, I surpassed that. I passed that on to that which is beyond me. I surpassed it. Are you with me? You see? If people could just pay attention. Yeah. No. Oh, still waters. Still waters. Beyond me. How many people went and watched the Youth Fountain movie? Where it talked about everything. Spoiler. In the end of the movie, they talked about everything. It was like, you don't want everything. Hey, shout out to day 5. How many people here? Day 5 of the fast. It's been going by swiftly, hasn't it? So shout out to those who are on day 5. Yeah, I mean? Yeah, the word speaks for itself. Any questions? What we got? So yeah, which prophet, El Nebi, are you? Which one? And who sent you? And from what scripture do you prophesy? And what scripture do you fulfill with your prophecy? And what and who do you introduce that comes after you? And what is to come? Remember, Asa, Jesus was a prophet. All right, according to the stories. Because why? Jesus was able to say what was going to come. They asked him what would be the signs of the coming. The first thing he said, niggas going to be lying. Let's read it. Let's read it. You have to believe me. I don't want you to believe me. The first thing this nigga said, they asked him about the time. They said, yo, you got the time? You know what time it is? That nigga Jesus looked at his watch and said, niggas be lying. It right here. As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately. Tell us. They said, when will this happen? And what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age? Niggas be lying. yo, be niggas be on my mother. Niggas be lying. Niggas be mad deceitful. Bro said niggas be cap. Watch out that no one deceive you. He ain't even start with no dates and no times on this day. That bro said, bro, just no nigga be cap. Like, hold on, hey, grab that side of the neck. Yeah, just no nigga be cap. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, nigga gonna be talking about they this, that, and the Thursday, all that, bro. Like, no, bro. Nigga gonna say they Christ. Nigga gonna say they Nebi. Nigga gonna say they everything out this book, bro. Don't even, boy. Boy, watch what he say. Boy, watch out that no nigga be like capping to you. Cause like, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna put you down, clown. Like, many niggas gonna come talking about they this, that, or whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? I'm the Messiah. Boy, all these folk gonna be following these niggas, bro. Like, it gonna be crazy. Shit gonna be crazy. You don't know what I'm talking about yet, but it gonna be some Instagram shit, like TikTok shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, grab the other side. But don't even trip, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just know the nigga gonna be capped, but like, it's all good. You know, we got this shit under control, for real, for sure. You know what I'm saying? This shit gotta happen. This shit gotta go down. This shit gotta go down. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, you nodding now, but like I ain't gonna say it to you right now. But yeah, anyways, yeah. Anywho, yeah. Judas, I don't know why you nodded, huh? Never mind. Yeah, shit gonna go down. Like check this out, right? You know what I'm saying? But like at the same time though, shit nigga gonna think shit popping off. The end ain't even gonna be yet. Nigga, the end ain't gonna be yet, twin. End ain't gonna be yet, twin nerd. Nigga like, hoorah, yeah, no kidding in. It ain't even made it. Nigga like, what? Nigga be like, oh, you the end? Shit, me. End ain't popped up on their ass. Lay their ass down. Nigga gonna be fucked up when the end pop up. On Gizzy. Shit, on my dad. What you talking about? Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm trying to explain something to you, nigga. First of all, nigga gonna be fucked up out here. Like, nation gonna get up and be like, fuck the other nation. Shit, nigga gonna be, you gonna see big ass buildings, nigga, kingdoms. Say, fuck the other side. They gonna be blooming shit. Like, oh, what the hell? Why ain't gonna happen? Shit, nigga, you don't know what I'm talking about yet, but they gonna be some shit called missiles. They gonna be brrr, brrr. They gonna be sending them bitches. Like, imagine it's a dome, right? But the bitch made out of like iron and type shit. Like, nigga got a way to detect the shit coming. Like, so one side gonna be like, bro, fuck. Oh, you standing by that one side right now? Move your foot. Right, he gonna be right there. Like, nigga gonna be like, fuck that. They gonna be shutting shit down, but then other side gonna be like, fuck it. One side gonna be like, it's real over here, nigga. On the other side, the nigga might run. Like, you gonna ask them what happened? They be like, I ran. Shit, I don't know why the nigga ran, but fuck, it don't even matter. Like, them nigga gonna be kingdom against kingdom, God my God type shit. Oh my God, like, for real, on my daddy. Oh yeah, though, like I was saying, hey, God, I put it over. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be hungry as fuck. They gonna be shaky. You know, yeah, gonna walk outside. Look, so you thought the water was crazy. Shit, nigga, wait till you walk outside the ground in water, nigga. Yeah, that's a parable. Fuck you, somebody, nigga, ground gonna be shaky. Earthquake, that's what they gonna call it. You don't know about that yet, but the quake, okay, think of how shaking shit happen, right? I was thinking like some shit be shaking, right? Okay, all right, then think like, boom, like, add the earth. All right, what that make? Okay, earth shake, but they gonna say quake, but like, I'm just putting you down. Like, you don't know what's going on when you see this shit. It gonna be earthquake. It gonna be a lot of places too. It ain't gonna just be one time, nigga. You gonna have an earthquake in Atlanta. You don't know what Atlanta is, but like, it's basically like new Atlantis. You don't even know what Atlantis is, but you ain't even gonna worry about none of that. Cause look, check this out. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, it gonna happen. It gonna happen. Your children gonna live to see it. You know what I'm saying? The generation, your children gonna live to see it for sure. Like, it's gonna go down though. But look though, at the same time, when this shit start going down and shit get to, right, it gonna be just, you know what I'm saying, just the beginning. And then I'm not gonna hold you, this shit gonna be fucked up, cause like, boy, yeah, gonna be persecuted, boy, yeah, they gonna, boy, them niggas gonna, shit, get the drilling. It gonna be crazy out there, motherfucker, I told you, you know what I'm saying? No, I mean, like, your children, like, but they gonna kill y'all. On God, they gonna kill the fuck out you, like, oh, you think what they trying to do to me, nigga? They gonna kill the fuck out y'all, nigga, boy. And then they ain't gonna like that. They gonna hate you. They gonna be some hating ass niggas. You already know that. And then a lot of folk gonna be like, fuck it, I ain't riding with this shit no more. This shit ain't even showed up. Nigga talking about it gonna be this, that. I don't fuck with it. And then they gonna be like, fuck it, I hate you. And they gonna start killing each other. Then get what? They gonna be like, I'm an El Nebi. You know, like, what the fuck is an El Nebi, nigga? You must be talking about El Nebi. But then they're gonna be Arabic, but you don't know Arabic yet, cause we speaking Aramaic. But like at the same time, it gonna come, and then they're gonna be neighboring words. They're gonna be basically word comparisons, but at the same time, you're gonna need to know what the difference between L and Ul is. But them niggas not gonna know that shit, cause they gonna be raised on Instagram and TikTok, and there's gonna be a nigga named Young Pharaoh. You know, fuck Pharaoh. No, not that Pharaoh, but basically the same though. Like, no, not horror. You know what I'm saying? Cause that nigga named horror basically mean afraid. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. It mean basically afraid. Go look it up. Like horror or hero or horror. But like, nah, that nigga scary as hell too though. But you don't know him yet. But on God, he ain't gonna be Marshall, nigga. Yeah, roast the shit out of his ass. Anyway, like I was trying to explain to you, cause like this shit gonna be crazy. Many nigga gonna pop up, I'm an El Nebi. Nigga gonna be like, I'm nature, boy, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Nature boy, you know, like Ric Flair. Nigga, you don't know what Ric Flair is yet, bro. Yeah, man, you doing too much, man. You giving too much away. Who you been talking to? My dad? Cause like he ain't supposed to be talking to none of y'all niggas on God. I'm finna have to speak to Father about that one. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm the prophet, nigga. Watch your mouth. Yeah, Ric Flair, but you don't know who Ric Flair is right now. Like, So yeah, it's gonna be wrestling. I'm talking about like Ephesians 6:12 type shit. Yeah, hey, put that over there. So hey, how much before we come? 3,000. Y'all nigga tripping. Alright, I don't know. It don't matter. I'm gonna work my miracle. I ain't holding you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna whoop the whoop, make that shit scratch. You know how we do. Nigga, we come from this shit. On God. What I was saying? Yeah, nigga gonna be saying all the other shit. They gonna be mad as hell too. Watch when they gonna be mad. They gonna be mad as fuck because they can't do shit, can't say shit that makes sense. So they gonna just be mad. They gonna want to fight all that shit. Don't want to do that, but then they gonna want to do that, but then they ain't gonna want to do that. What's up? I'm saying? They gonna be crazy, twin. But then, anyway, there's gonna be a lot of wicked shit on God. Nigga gonna be making songs, but you don't know the song, but they gonna be saying shit like, wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. Like, shit gonna be all out there, bitch, nigga. You know, Zazzle? Yeah, the GOAT nigga. Yeah, bro, his ass he gonna make a comeback on God. Like, they gonna put his ass up there. They gonna have his ass and all they, how can I call it? Like, you know how we looking at each other, right? But it's gonna be that, but like, it's gonna be on a small thing. Like, it's gonna be, they gonna call it a screen. It's like a window, right? Okay, a window, I follow you. A window. It like, when you look in the window, yeah, sure. But imagine ain't nothing in the window. Yeah, for sure. They gonna like have bro and all they shit. They gonna put pictures up on statues. Shit gonna be lit. And then the one gonna be calling themselves chosen, they gonna be fucking with bro. But ain't that Shaitan in them? Yeah, but that's why I keep telling you, hold on to it, cause this shit gonna get good. So you fucking with it now, right? Hey, Pat that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas fucking with this shit now, right? So check this out. Then nigga ain't gonna be cold in a motherfucker. Like, I'm telling you, like, nigga gonna be talking about they cold-hearted. On God. Like, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? On my daddy, on my old bro, on my whole biological father, niggas gonna be out here calling themselves cold-hearted. But if the cold-hearted, the heart cold, I mean it dead. Twin, you not picking up what I'm putting down, what I'm trying to tell you. Nigga ain't gonna be walking dead. They gonna be cold-hearted. They gonna be calling themselves that. And then what you gonna do? You can't, boy, you gonna hug a nigga and you gonna turn this nigga cold. Then what? And boy, this shit gonna be crazy as fuck. But then, nigga who fuck around, stay firm, nigga, like, just stay strong. Like, this shit gonna be alright, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be good. So, like, yeah, I ain't mean tap your chest that hard, nigga, but yeah, gonna be good. So I'm telling you, just all you gonna listen. All you gotta do, stand firm to the end, twin. Stand firm to the end, and you gonna be saved. Type shit like that. We gonna come scoop your ass up. But we gotta go a long way to go get this shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? We gotta make this shit special for a nigga, bro. We gotta get y'all crowds and shit. That's a long way. That's like 999 light years, thousands and shit. But we'll be back. And what we do though, shit gonna be fire. Cause like, check this out, y'all niggas. All y'all, we gave y'all everything y'all need to know. Shit, pull up. Come on. But y'all know where to go, right? Y'all niggas know where to go. Shit, we already told you, twin. Got the location. Sad, just be like, y'all ain't gonna be saved. Oh, God, gonna be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom, everybody gonna be talking about this shit, bro. They gonna be like, what's new apple? But that shit gonna be spreading. I'm telling you, they gonna be spreading, twin. Like, nigga gonna be, they gonna call this shit woke, like, awake, nah, like, Buddha them. Well, fuck them niggas, bro. Like, nigga, shit, nigga know who the real motherfucking Buddha said. Nigga, I'm Siddhartha, the nigga. The hell? I'm the only nigga who sit and argue some shit. Like I was saying though, I ain't on no hating shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I fuck with Buddha them. I love Buddha them. Yeah, basically, nigga. Fuck niggas talking about Buddha, nigga. What fuck you know about Hindu? So when you see bro them, when you standing in like that holy place, like the holy place, when you see the abomination, the called desolation, shit like that. When remember that Daniel was talking about that shit. Yeah, so. All right, yeah, look, you know what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, if you know, you know. Let the reader understand this shit, nigga. Like, yeah, let those in the fucking Judea and all that, bro, go to the mountain and get the fuck on, because the nigga ain't gonna be booming shit. Sodom and Gomorrah, I ain't gonna hold you. I thought Sodom and Gomorrah was the last time they gonna do that. Nigga, you don't know my daddy. Nigga, you don't know my daddy, nigga. Shit, your ass don't know my daddy, nigga. You gotta know my daddy. That nigga trim, but I ain't got nothing to do with it. Just know you better listen for sure. Hey, if you in the field, well, fuck that jacket. Fuck that jacket. I tell you, don't be stupid. Hey, you in the field, you ain't go, boy, you ain't better be cold, boy. And speaking of cold, we'll get to it. We'll get to it, boy. Oh, hey, yeah, you get you a little whoop-de-whoop. Shout at them. Da-da-da-da. But don't knock her ass up when you start seeing them shit popping out, telling you shit. Cause boy, you gonna make that shit burdensome from her, bro. She gonna be burdensome. What do you mean? Bro? You gonna see what I'm talking about? All right, fuck around. No pun intended, no twin. Hey, who want this? Hit this shit come for the bottom. I'm zooted the motherfucker out of this bitch. Hey, that's why this shit flowing though. Y'all better catch this shit while it coming. On God, but then, yeah. Oh, let her be pregnant. Boy, that shit gonna be, that shit gonna be dumb. On God, on Dad. Yeah. So don't be flying, catch a plane shit. Oh, what y'all nigga be flying? Y'all don't know nothing about no planes and shit. Okay, you know like the chariots. Are we gonna have those? Nah, chill. Y'all not gonna be ready for them. The government, they gonna have y'all leaders and shit. They gonna have them too, but I'm not talking about that, bro. Imagine like a bird, bro. Like, remember the shit that came down and was like, here go my son when I was in the water and shit like that? Yeah, for sure. Like that, but like not like that, but kind of like that, like a bird, you know what I'm saying? But like, it made of like, shit, like metal, nigga, like, and wood. And y'all gonna be, don't even worry about it, cause it gonna come when it come. But like, y'all gonna have to be, you know what I'm saying, catching like spirit and shit, like, but don't do that shit around December. Like, what's December? Man, damn. Bro, Twin, can you stop with the question? Can you relax real quick, Twin? Like, can I get it out, Twin? You gonna know what December is, nigga? Damn, everything gonna add up to 12. It not gonna make no type of sense, but like, bro, Jill, wait. I thought deck was 10. Bro, you gonna be sitting down on the deck, bro, fucking around. We gonna leave your ass, bro. Who this is? Bro, damn. You must be one of the 70 disciples. Shit, your ass ain't gonna be here long. How do you know that? Don't even worry about it, man. So, like I was saying, for our rudely instructed. Yeah, don't be flying in the wintertime. And when it comes Saturday, if that shit happen on Saturday, like, bro, if you hear the sirens, and it's on the Saturday, that's how you gonna know. Bro, don't even worry about it. Just lay down to it, cause like, you finna die anyway. If this shit happen on the Sabbath, your ass ain't gonna be able to do shit but just stand there and die, bro. So like, bro, that's gonna be against the law. So you don't wanna fuck around and think you finna take off and run. Cause then my dad gonna be like, oh, you running? Breaking the law? Fuck you talking about? Cause y'all ain't supposed to do shit on the Sabbath on God. But y'all gonna be fucked up trying to run with these folks. But just relax, rest, cause it's over with. It gonna be a lot of niggas stressed, I'm telling you. They gonna be stressed out on God. They gonna be unequal from the beginning of the world to now, bro. It's gonna be like some shit you ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying? Since last time we flooded that bitch. No of them saying this shit, but Noah ain't gonna be here to do shit, bro. But then you might have nigga pop up talking about something. I am Noah. Don't believe they dumbass. Nigga Noah gone. Boy, his ass gone. A whole nother galaxy. Nigga don't even add up for here. He just left what he had to leave, do what he did. He did that boat shit. You know what I'm saying? I would tell y'all what that boat really is, but y'all niggas ain't ready for that shit. Y'all niggas ain't ready for that shit. Hey, start the boat up. Oh, my bad. Now, y'all still dealing with these no engine ass. Hey, what the fuck y'all call these shit? The road things. All right, let's go ahead. Yeah, so like I was saying. Yeah, grab, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look, check this out, though. We gonna make time be quick, so we ain't gonna have to endure this shit for a long time. Y'all niggas just hold on, be cool, be easy. Oh, and then, before I pop up, cause I'll pop back up on there and watch. Oh, God, I'll pop back up. But you gotta I would tell you to keep reading, but you don't know the book yet. So you just gotta, don't just believe what I'm saying. Fuck it. So shit, I will pop back up on the nigga. But before I pop up on the nigga, get what nigga be saying? Oh, there's that go. Boy, that not me too. I'm gone, but I'm not nowhere near here, but oh, God. But they gonna be like, oh, there you go. Oh, there go the other nigga. Oh, there go this nigga. Oh, there go nah, nigga, we ain't nowhere near this shit, bro. It's gonna take us another 2,000 years to get to the bitch on God. Cause when I leave in Acts 1:9, but you don't know that yet. But it gonna be a nigga Paul, bro. He gonna get that right. I'm gonna get the fuck on. He gonna say that right. I ain't gonna hold you. It gonna take you about 2 years. Cause it will take 1,000-year try. It take me about a day to get to the house, you know what I'm saying, to the crib, shit like that. But it gonna take me a day to get back to the motherfucker. So you gonna see me come back. I ain't gonna hold you, but you ain't gonna know it, cause they gonna fuck time up. So you gonna be like, oh, it's the year 2000. Oh, that's gonna be a whole nother thing. They gonna be dumb as fuck. So I'm coming back to that. I ain't coming back to that bitch, man. Till like 2030. Then my ass gonna be getting the fuck on around like 2043. What are these numbers you're saying? Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. What year this is? What we like? Year 6, 7, what? Where we at? God damn, 12, don't even worry about it, bro. That shit so far away, your ass probably can't even fathom that shit, but I'll be back. But anyway, them niggas gonna be like, hey, there he go. But don't believe they dumb ass. Them niggas ass lying like a motherfucker. They lying, twin. They lying. They don't know none of what they talking about. They want to know what they talking about. It's going to be a lot of niggas. They gonna listen, check this out, bro. Because it going to mean something. Watch. It going to mean because the nigga on there in Faise One. He gonna be terrorizing the shit out these niggas. But oh God, all these deceiving that, he going to terrorize the shit out of them. They ain't going to be at the whole frame. They gonna be false messiahs. They gonna be false prophets. They gonna be capping fuck. They gonna pop up. They gonna do great signs and wonders, and they gonna be deceived in a motherfucker. Even the elect niggas gonna be deceived. Y'all niggas. Y'all niggas ain't gonna be like, oh shit, maybe he might be. Boy, y'all ain't gonna be looking dumb as fuck, bro. Look, wait them niggas open their mouth. They gonna sound stupid as hell. Nigga done scratch themselves into oblivion. Still don't have one center in their damn body open. Nigga breathing with their stomach. Nigga still ain't doing chest expansion. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas something. Let's see to that motherfucker. So anyway, like I was saying, I put them over there. Yeah, what I was saying, anyway, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all that, well, all I'm gonna be able to say, nigga, don't act like I ain't tell y'all nigga what's going on. Told y'all nigga, but y'all nigga want to keep fucking around, fucking with these people. So anyone be like, there he is out in the wilderness. I want to double down on what the fuck I'm telling you. Boy, don't go your ass out there in the wilderness. They gonna get your ass ate up or whatever the fuck be in that wilderness. Shit, when they be like, here he is in the inner room, boy, don't believe they dumb ass. Cause look, yeah, gonna be in the room, gonna be trapped in that room, gonna be an escape room out of that motherfucker. And I don't got shit to do with it. So I told your dumb ass that when you see me, you gonna see lightning. When you see me, then you're gonna be seeing lightning that comes from the east, visible even in the west. So will be the coming of the sun. I just fucked myself up. Oh God, I'm trying to hold character, but I might have just fucked myself up on that one. I might just fuck myself up on that one. Cause I was just saying this shit. Like, but why the fuck it's lightning every night, nigga? Lightning. I'm not talking about cheeky. I'm talking about nigga nigga. What the fuck? Boy, lightning. Like niggas taking like you know they caught you in 9K. So you walk out, got him. You don't even know what you got for. You just better be on your best behavior, nigga. You better be on your P's and Q's. And don't stand on them bitches too hard. Cause they gonna call it letter abuse or some shit. And they gonna have you letter abusing, nigga. Boy, it's been flashing like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a flash mob in the damn sky. How many people been observing this shit? And not, listen, sometimes it ain't no thunder, just flashing. What the fuck is happening? So yeah, bro, like I told you, lightning, west, east, all that. Mm-hmm. Like when you see a dead body, right, you know it's gonna be vultures. Okay then. Okay then. Like, okay, you know, you see a dead body, right? Nigga, a dead body. What you gonna see? Yeah. Vulture, right? Okay then. Okay, twin. The fuck is you saying? Oh, check this out, though. The sun gonna be darkened, right? And the moon ain't gonna get no light out, nigga. The star gonna fall from the sky, nigga. Gonna look like, I don't know, some shit you might have just seen on the news recently. That the heavenly body's gonna be shaking, nigga. You ain't never seen no shit like this, nigga. We talking about all out war, bro. Niggas gonna be trying to fight back with this motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you. On the guys. Dead homies. Then, oh, y'all nigga tired, huh? Nah, nigga, get your ass up, nigga. Y'all ain't gonna be sleep through their whole story on God. Boy, I'm gonna be mad at y'all niggas. Go the fuck off on nigga, bro. Why your ass sleep? But I told your ass stay awake. I got more to say. Then you gonna see the sign of Son of Man in heaven, bro. Like, and then all the people of the earth, they gonna be crying like a motherfucker when they see me coming out of the bitch, bro. They gonna be sad in the bitch. And then I'm gonna send my aims out there, motherfucking, and they gonna gather, right? Matter of fact, what's so crazy is I'm talking in another person. So what if I'm not even talking about me? What if it's another nigga, bro? Y'all nigga don't even know. Shit, what if it's a nigga that's a really like, you know what I'm saying, son of man type shit? But like, you think I'm talking about Jesus? What if I'm talking about Isa? Shit. Anyway, I'm gonna send my angels out with a loud trumpet. Fuck you talking about? Lucachina type shit, and they gonna gather the elect from the four winds. They gonna do the rest of it, get everybody together, shit, from one end of the heaven to the other. Then, I'm saying, learn your lesson though from the fig tree. Like, you know how the fig tree, right? Soon as the twig get tender to the motherfucker, right? You know, tender twigs. When leaves come out, it's summertime. On God, I wouldn't tell you no lie. You know what I'm saying? It's summertime. So when you see all them things, know that the end is near, right at the door. I tell you, the generation will currently not, boy, this shit will not pass away until everything I just said gonna happen, bro. Oh, do we need to go further? Bro, look, what that boy say? Oh, no, I gotta read it. They said, read it. All right. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not or will never pass away. But about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. For in the days before the flood, what were people doing? Eating, drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage. They were having sex. They were eating, they were clubbing, they were partying. Same thing, doing the same shit, chilling, right? Up to the day Noah entered the ark. Up to that very day of Noah entering into the Henu or the craft. Okay? And they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood came and took them all away. That is how it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be in the field, grind at the mill to the bye, bye, bye. I don't know where I got that from. One will be taken and the other left. They ain't finna have me looking crazy. What is that? 2 women will be grinding with the hand mill. Bye, 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 bye. One will be taken and the other left. Okay. Meet me at the crossroad, me and the bloodline. Only me and the bloodline. Therefore, keep watch, because you do not know on what day your Lord will come. But understand this, or overstand this. If the owner of the house had known at what time of night the thief was coming, he would have kept watch and would not have let his house be broken into. So it's not going to be made easy for you. Look at it. Look at all this stuff. So you must be ready, because the Son of Man will come in an hour when you do not expect him. Did I just say that? You better be on your P's and Q's. You walk out, you better be on your best behavior. You better live your life like you're being watched from this point on, because you are. Who then is the faithful and wise servant? This is a question. Whom the master, has put in charge, of the servants in his household to give them their food at the proper time. It will be good for that master or that servant who master finds him doing so when he returns. Truly, I tell you, he will put him in charge of all his possessions. But suppose that servant is wicked and says to himself, my master is staying away a long time. Watch. And he then begins to beat his fellow servants and to eat and drink with drunkards. Watch. The master of that servant will come on a day when he does not expect him, and in an hour he is not aware of. He will cut him to pieces and assign him a place with the hypocrites, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Do y'all understand this parable? Look at the Nuwapians. Look at the spiritual community. Look at the Christians. Look at the Muslims. You got people who are part of these soul religions or spirit religions, talking about the soul of the spirit, that are saying that God is taking too long. And they're saying it with their actions of how they're acting toward one another, with one another, about one another, the way they're speaking toward one another, with one another, about one another. Going away from their deen, away from their scripture, away from their laws, statutes, commandments, and they keep saying they have time. And only God can judge them. It just said right here in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, that that judgment is not going to be nice. There's going to be another flood. There's going to be another destruction. Destructions coming to this place, happening according to your scriptures. You're waiting on your soul's redemption. You're waiting to be risen up. Kiyama. You're waiting on Yom Kiyama, the day of resurrection, where you can stand up again. Kav Walmin. You're waiting to stand up, Kawun. Stay up, get up, straight, resurrect for your soul's sake. And you're telling me that God is taking too long? Listen, if I were you, and I'm not, and I were a believer in someone coming back or coming forth to get me out of here, come out of her, my people, I would stand there on the mountain. I would live on the mountain. I would rest on the mountain. I would rise on the mountain. Everything I did would be from the mountain. I would be standing with my tippy toes, my big toe on the highest point of the mountain I could get, just in case they that damn uptight. And if you're anything beneath it, it doesn't work. I would be standing on the mountain indefinitely waiting. Y'all are acting like you have no belief system. People are acting like they have no belief system. If it were mine, no time would be too long. For if it were my time to lay down and be put to rest, okay, and I believed that someone was coming for me, I would rest what? Peacefully. Because even if I have to wait for Yom El-Din, Yomul Din, I'm going to spell it this way because that's how we had it too. If I had to wait for Yom El-Din or Yom El-Din, I would wait. And I would do it with salam, peace, security, safety. Meaning, when it's my time to close my eyes, I ain't going to say, Lord, no. I'm going to say, Lord, Adonai. I'm going to say, yes. Yo, Lord Khan. You with me? Take me. Because if into your bosom I go, and bosom is peace for me, then I would like to be there peacefully. Y'all running around scared to die. But you believe something is there after. You believe there's heaven. You believe there's Jannah. Interesting word there, by the way. You believe there's an upper world, upper room, upper lodge. You believe in all of this stuff. But you're afraid to die. And I'm not talking about what you might think I'm talking about. Because this word here is been given a bad rap. This is just a part of life. Death and life are friends. Okay? No, you're afraid to pass away. Here goes something new. All right. Your way or your sarat, you've gotten used to it. You become set in your ways. Or set in your way. You become set in your ways. You got to rise up out of your ways. So whatever way that is, all right, you have to pass it. You have to pass away. And y'all are afraid to pass away that you've been given. You've been given Christianity. When are you going to pass it? You've been given Islam. When are you going to pass it? You have to seek to see whether or not you can. You have to have your pass keys. Your past spirit. Huh? Meaning, whatever spirit or information you've been given, you have to have that active to get to the next level. So your pass key or your pass word or password. Sacred words. This is all about asking. A-S-K, ask, seek, and knock. Or ask until the end. You got to keep passing away. You don't die once. That's a trick. You die multiple times. Right. And you have to look at it a different way. I know it's been said. Okay, verily I say unto you. I know you've heard it so, that a coward dies 1,000 times. No, a brave man dies 1,000 times. The coward dies once. The coward holds on to his life for what they call dear life. The coward holds on for dear life because they think life is dear. But I read a man say, anyone who finds their life, okay, and walks, well, I'm about to fuck it up, so let me try not to fuck it up. Something about life and death. That's the point. The point was the nigga who be like, fuck it, I'ma live, he gonna die. The nigga who like, fuck it, I'ma die, he gonna live. Right? They say anyone who finds their life will lose it. And anybody loses their life will find it. You understand? So anybody holding on to dear life, don't run away from me. You're all I have. You're afraid. You're stuck under fear. And fear won't get you far. You're stuck. How do you get out of it, Omari? What's the solution? The solution? Here goes a key. Acceptance. What do I need to accept? This. You need to accept the unknown. How do I accept the unknown? Because you know that there's one thing, and nothing else. Or else nothing and everything. So nothing versus everything. The book I wrote teaches you to take the verses out. And you'll realize that there is only one that is known. And that is the unknown. So when am I going to die? No, when are you going to live? Flip it. You're already dying. Tell me how you can't die when your telomeres say we're short. We may have been longer at one point in time, but we're short. So human beings, what they say, can live up to like 120 years. My spirit shall not always strive with man, for he is but flesh. Okay, the spirit of what? The living? Okay, so man is dying. From the moment of your conception, you have been dying, truthfully. So your living happens only in acceptance of dying. You have to accept it and understand what it is. What is dying? Dying is a process. It's a process. What is living then? A process. There's not a single person that isn't dying. You understand that? Now, how many people are living? Meaning, how many people are actively aware of the importance of the precious time they have with this experience? How many people are putting on and thinking that the put on is going to get them to that peace or that center, that place of tranquility? You hear me? Okay. In this movie, you better look out for your character. You better have that character stability I was telling you about. You better look out for your character. You better look out for your core actor, the central doer, the being that is seeing all things. You better look out for him. You better look out for her. You hear me? Because if not, you'll lose your life. People walking around, they're the walking dead. No soul. You see them, you talking to them, but ain't no soul in them. And they breathe, but it's cold. How you breathe out cold? You understand? They hug, but it's cold. You with me? Where's that light in you? That true soul, that sun. Sign of life. You know what I mean? Also, where's that water? Because you need the Sham, Mayim. You need sun, Sham. Mayim. Inside. Heaven inside. Kingdom of God is within. Surely, don't believe what people say is there or there, or here, over there, in the fields. Don't believe them. Shamarim. Heaven inside. Where's that abode of peace? Dar Islam. Okay? Dar, abode. O of or the, let's say of, Islam, peace. Salam. 3-part root. Abode of peace. Dar Islam is like saying Jeru, Haru, Salem, Jerusalem. The new Jerusalem. The waters. With that light inside. Okay? Where it all starts and where it all ends. The origin. The beginning is the end. Are you hearing me? Why am I saying that though? Shem, Mayim, it's the waters inside of the being that has that light inside. You with me? What's that fiery water? I taught you this in the book, Hidden Hand. When you are a being of fiery water, balanced that way, if we want to use that word, you become an Etherian, fiery water. Go look at that Knowing movie and you're going to see that. The beings who look like fiery water. Whatever's coming to mind, go watch the Noah movie, you're going to see those images. You with me? So look out for your core actor. Take care of your core actor. Pay attention to the waters and the fires and form them together. That divine masculine, divine feminine, pull it together. And watch what it forms. A perpendicular sign. It aligns, literally aligns. And you'll have peace. Not everybody wants peace. Some people want drama. Oh, look. Some people want chaos. I ain't come from that. I came from peace. Any questions? We can go on and on and on and on and on. On and on and on and on. Da, 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 da. Anybody who got questions? So watch, people. It don't matter what's going on. I wasn't even involved. I wasn't even doing nothing. I was out working or in working. And it's popped up. So I had to address it because it got cloudy out here. And I don't want people walking around confused. But no, again, if you're a prophet, you have to prove that. If you're the prophet, you definitely got to prove it. Because that article there means everything. You have to know your tones. You got to know where you're coming from. You have to understand nominal. If it's nominal, you're dealing with names, right? Nominal. Because my names mean something, because I know I'm in awe. I am in awe, or in the awe. No, I'm in awe. Nominal. Okay? And whatever tones you come with, you better know them in awe. Because you be done misspoke and don't understand what you're representing. You better know them. What book was it that you talk about the fiery waters again? It was Hidden Hand Scroll, I think it was. Where I talked about how you can dive into your core. So you how to dive into your core to activate that focus point or that focal point. And I talked about the spiral effect that takes place. When you dive into waters, you create a vortex. So dive into yourself, into your center mentally, and it'll create a vortex. I give y'all so many keys. I don't know if y'all use them. I've been listening to Source for almost a year. I didn't know he had all this content. The brain blowing emoji is crazy. Yeah, man, it get deep. It get high. Does the war going on in Israel mean anything? It means everything. Now, here's a challenge. What does it mean to you? Basically, stay to self in these times and listen for the call. I don't know if it gets that basic. Because you may not be supposed to stay to self. You may be supposed to meet with a tribe of people. Okay? Listen for the call is more of something I could say, yeah, you listen for the call. You pay attention to yourself. You pay attention to your needs, your wants, your desires, and be able to rationalize between the two or the three. And you meet yourself at the center. Anything you saying, I need to stop doing this, da-da-da-da-da, stop doing that. Anything you saying, I need to do that. And you're going to watch everything you think you can get an answer from me for is going to come to you. Because each and every one of y'all have your own size shoe. You have to understand that. And on this walk, if I give you my size 9s and you wear a size 6 or you wear a size 11 or 12, it's not going to work. Just know that the truth there is, all right, shoes are needed for this walk. You'll need shoes for a certain level of stability. If you want to come out here barefoot and walk on pine cones, there's a degree that you'll earn from that. Just know that that's that degree, so you ain't complaining about it. I had to do that. You understand? So you'll get a degree from walking on pine cones and walking through feces, all kind of stuff. Yeah, there's a degree of composure. But for this, especially when you're taking this type of walk and it's needed for this type of time, bring your shoes and bring your shoes that fit you and bring comfortable shoes. So you don't get upset with me because we walking and get mad at me and take out your inability to be comfortable on me. And you packed your shoes. That's how people do that. Everything I'm saying is what's happening. You got to pay attention to how I speak. You with me? People getting upset with me and I have nothing to do with what they're upset about. It's so crazy. Some of y'all get to see, I'm like, man, what's up with this? What's happening? Okay, anyway. There's nothing, I have nothing to do with that. You with me? Yeah, people say, oh, we can't speak our mind over here, da-da-da-da. I don't understand if people been paying attention, but like, y'all gotta pay attention to how many people lie. I don't understand that. There's literally a situation where some sisters were put in position to lead something around things that we were working on. And some of the brothers was like getting wrong with them. I dealt with the brothers in front of everybody. I said, yo, both of y'all speak up. Okay, y'all owe her an apology. The way y'all spoke to her, the way y'all handled her. No, da-da-da-da. We don't do the sisters like that. Da-da-da-da. How you deal with the brothers, one thing. But that can't be done. Da-da-da-da. Okay. They did it. They gave the sister an apology. What the sister do? The sister turn around and say, you know what? I would like to apologize for how I said this or how I did this and how I did that. It balanced out. Or it evened out. People speak their mind all the time. I don't even get involved in that shit. But if somebody gets disrespected, if people claiming that they're gonna walk and work with one another as family, we gotta put that right. We got to put that straight. People can't be disrespecting one another, hating one another, fighting one another. And then you're going to claim, I don't want that around me. There ain't no such thing as people can't speak their mind. People speak their mind all the day. People speak their mind more than I would like. What I mean by that? I got a DM full of people. Y'all can't keep doing that to me. Stop demanding my attention. Stop doing that to me. You know what I mean? Well, my cousin, I ain't never think I had to go off on him like that. But like, listen, after I done got on the phone with you so many times and said, yo, bro, you gotta stop. You calling my phone. I ain't never had to deal with that. You call my phone while I'm on live teaching. This matters. It may not matter to you, yet when Dr. Melakazi York was teaching, wasn't nobody jumping in and calling him. He let me take this call. And we can go back and listen to those teachings. The youth that we ain't even met yet are going to be able to listen to these lives. People who don't know nothing about any of this, they're going to be able to tune in. And hopefully, if there's something here for it to occur, they'll be able to find their way, because everything that I'm doing is a map led by and orchestrated by, picture to the word orchestrated, by tone. You hear me? I just, a lot of this stuff I don't have anything to do with. And people want to run it. Stop doing that to me. That's the key point. If you see, you done sent me 7 messages and I ain't open a message. For one, can I speak to you? Because this is where we at. This is where we at with it. There are people who message me and they get an immediate response. There are people who message me and I might have messaged them first. If you message me and you done sent me 20 messages and I haven't responded, I do not rock with your energy. I don't care what you think. It works like this with people anyway. People just don't want to acknowledge it. There's a reason why so many people got messages in their phone and you still ain't responded to this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. If you wanted to respond to this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, guess what wound up happening? You're going to do it. How many people get a message to their phone? Bring. Bring. What's the first thing you do? Well, open it. Why? Because you're either excited about this person, has something to do with business, has something to do with moving forward, woo. Do you like answering the text messages of somebody that's always asking you for some shit or always asking you something, always what about it? No, you don't, because you know it's going to be what? Taxing. And in this day and time, in this light, well, we can't do that. We can't be doing that. Some of y'all got to start learning how to read. You want to talk to me and you don't get me out in the behind the scenes? Talk to me in public. Catch me out in front of people. And if you can't speak to me about it in front of people, don't speak to me about it. Y'all don't understand. I'm not a babysitter. I want to talk to people about what's going on with Pops. This conversation gets short. I say, yo, everybody pull up with this. Everybody got an excuse as to why they ain't pull up with it. And it was a simple task. And you want to talk to me about stuff. It's a simple task. Y'all forget what this is really about. You don't get me without Malachi. That's who knows what's going on. You want to ask what's happening. You want to get close to somebody, and guess who you? Malachi. Well, when can we get people to focus on getting them out? It wasn't the family. It wasn't the people that was right up around. And new people is like, y'all just please understand the love in what I say and why I'm so firm, especially in these days. You with me? Y'all can't do that to me. When my cousin was calling me, he'll call me and he'll keep calling me. And y'all been on live, y'all seen it. And every time like my phone would vibrate. First of all, my phone ain't gonna vibrate unless somebody's calling me twice. Because my phone be on do not disturb me. So I don't know what this iPhone shit is that says don't disturb him, but do it again, see what happens. I don't know what that is, but iPhone full of shit for that. If my shit say do not, don't disturb. It shouldn't be able to call around it. And then when we get the finagling shit to make it work for us, y'all call us hackers. So we got to just deal with stuff. Like, man, I could really fix that. You know what I mean? So, man, I can't explain to y'all. I do my best. And sometimes let me step outside. So I'm going to have to step outside in a second. But, yeah, I get this, you know, when the phone vibrates, I could feel the energy through the vibration of the phone. Anybody with me? When the phone vibrates, I'm like, somebody is coming to take from me. I can feel it. I can feel it. Y'all got to stop letting people take. No. I speak this over all of y'all. Don't let people take from you. It's okay. Especially those of y'all who got them good hearts, them soft hearts. We're twins. Stop it. Because they're not going to stop. And I knew it because I post on my Instagram. Everybody watches it. The whole side of the family watches. And they think I don't know what's moving. They all be watching. When my Umi was going through what she was going, we were going through, she couldn't call literally on nobody. This is, 2017, 2018, one of them years. She just wanted to get some hot dogs to feed the babies in the house. She just wanted to get some little hot dogs from the food depot. And she was told she couldn't, I can't even do that. But she was buying all this other stuff to get all this food out of her. But my mother couldn't get just some little packs of hot dog to take home to the babies so they got something to eat. You see what I'm saying? It's that whole side. That whole side snoop around. That whole side, it just seemed like they don't fuck with my bloodline. So I only dealt with my cousin, and I'm letting y'all in on this for a reason, out of the love of my heart and the situation. And my cousin, they never wronged me. And I explained, you can text my phone. Whatever you need, I got you when I got it. Just don't call my phone. Cousin, get to talk to me. Yo, this person need this. I'm not taking care of anybody that's outside, out here able to make moves. Yo, cuz, my sister need this, that. I don't have nothing to do with that at all. You calling me? That's why I asked you for a voice note every time you was asking me. Besides, I said, give me a voice note. Make sure it's you. So I know takers. They don't just come for your money. They come for your energy. They come for your livelihood. They come for your destiny if you ain't careful. I know takers. I don't have nothing to do with that. And he had all the right to text me. And when I get to him, and I came through a bunch of times. No matter if it's a $200 here, this, that, no matter what it was, you family, I got you. Just stay up, hold your head, whoop, whoop, whoop. Got you. Just don't call. Then you start calling. And it wouldn't have been an issue. It's just, I'm on live teaching. It was a big teaching. Mystery God. I could turn that into a book. You understand that? That was a big teaching. But he kept calling. And I know if you go to my Instagram page, it says Faise One is live. Watch, pay attention. This is deja vu. It says Faise One is live. You'll see it. So, not only did you ignore that I was live, you kept calling me on live. This is supposed to be blood family. One of my distant cousins, a cousin, second cousin, one of the cousins. So I told y'all, I had to apologize. I said, look, it's my fault. I opened the door. Gave my number out. What, the love of the heart? They told me today when I sat down. And those who don't recognize the lingo of they told me, I heard a voice inside, my voice. I'll say it like that so you can rest assured or rise assured. So you're going to have to tell them today. Because I kept hearing the conversation in my head. I'm going to have to tell my cousin, don't call my phone. Same way in the Sinners movie. Are y'all with me? Well, they got to have your permission to come in. You got to also cast them out. And that'd be the most unfortunate thing because, like, especially with that heart, you don't want to. But you can't be disrespected. You can't be undermined and tore down or none of that. Not now. You got to have one of these now. One of these is needed. Put it on. You're a boss. No. Bosses don't mean you mistreat people. You handle people wrong. You shit on people. No, bosses mean you stand up and you handle your affairs with grace, eloquence. Peaceful resolves. You make sure everything is in order. Make sure everybody's in position doing what they're supposed to do. And I'm not talking about just people around you. I'm talking about all your aspects of yourself need to be put in check if you're really a boss. You know what I mean? Y'all putting y'all hungry self. Let's say us. We, God damn it. We putting our hungry self in check for the next 4 days. You see what I'm saying? That's a boss move. You know, the powerhouse you got called your brain and people overlook. They do everything because of it. I knew it was coming. So you're going to have to tell him. I told him, hey, he got on here. Because before I came on here, right, as I'm getting my my bean juice, I got my honey. I'm peaceful. My bean juice was prepared in such a divine way. You know what I mean? One of the sisters, they came and they put the juice out. They put a note on it that says, Omari's bean juice. I do, I should. Covered up in aluminum foil. All I could do was just smile inside. I said, I'm ready to do this live. I ain't even finished all the bean juice. Here you go. I ain't even finished it all. I ain't finished it. But it was the whole presentation and everything. I said, I deserve that. I deserve that. I deserve that. Wasn't nobody else to read the letter. It was just me to read the letter, to read the note. I deserve that. And you want to know what else? That was a boss move on the part of that sister. Because her doing that opens up gifts and things for her. You see what I'm saying? Oh, no. You accept nothing subpar. People want a subpar. You tell them that's how they going to get home. They going to take the sub, park your car over there, get on the sub and go home. You hear me? So I'm sitting there, getting ready for them to come on here and talk to y'all. Right? I've been working on some big projects. I'm almost done. I'm at that point where you get the last few parts then. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm excited for y'all to see what's coming. Ooh, it's going to be big. Ooh, it's about to be big. So I'm excited about that. You know what I mean? This little shit happened today. I'm like, man. That's why I told her, bro. I said, bro, take that down, bro. Take that down. Because I'm not locked in with millions at. This is a boss battle. Then we come on, we wrap this up, or I treat this like a gym. I don't want to say a lesson. Treat this like a grading. I don't got time to dance with these little people no more. No disrespect to the brother, because he ain't doing nothing wrong. He ain't do anything wrong. I'm just letting y'all know right now, bro, we don't got time to be dancing with these little ones. No. They big ones is scared of us. Why we waste time with the little ones who don't even understand the linguistics to their name? You feel me? No, we got more to do. I just had to get in there. I said, I'm about to go live. My phone ring. I'm like, I know I posted. on my page. Going live at 9:45. I ain't answer that shit. It ring again. Okay. That means you had to get through the barrier twice. That means you done call me 4 times. It ring again. The shit rang 5 times, y'all. It rang 5 times. I blocked the number. I said, I'm gonna have to, one of these, I'm gonna pick, and then you get on the live. Cuz I need y'all, I'm looking for you, I need you to. No, bro, you finna get your whole everything blocked. No. No, 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 no. No, I'm not wrong for overstanding. People don't give a fuck about you. Nigga literally got on the phone. I got on the phone one of these times with him like 7 days ago, a week ago. I said, bro, you can't be doing that. You cannot call my phone. You can't do that. He said, I get it. I'm going to take heed, cuz I'm going to take heed, da-da-da-da. Because I know what you got going on, da-da-da. That's how nigga feed their family, da-da-da-da. Woo, I feel you. I'm going to just text you. I'm going to just text you when I need you, cuz, da-da-da-da. Straight lie. The very next day, he called me. And then I block a number, y'all. That's why I think I'm going to have to change my number. It's so crazy, right? I block a number, call from another number. I block a number, they call. I blocked like 10 numbers this month. They call from another number. That is demonic. That's demonic. And I don't get just one person is behind that. I get a lot of them motherfuckers is on that side pushing that button. Right? That's why I say I pay attention, especially when motherfuckers be like, how's your mother? How's your this? How you that? Hey, wait, I don't know. You want to know how the fuck my mama doing? Guess who the fuck you reach out to? My mama. Why you gotta ask my mama how she doing? Why you gotta ask me how my mama doing? Just reach out to her. Unless you can't. Same thing certain people do. They do the same shit. They try to go to other people because they don't. You can't reach out to me because you know I ain't going for no bullshit. You want to ask how my folks doing? Ask my folks. I don't trust none of y'all. And I already told my homie, I don't have no family outside of the household. The hell? You gotta be out your rabbit ass mind to think I give a damn about any of that shit y'all talking about. I watch people's actions. And the moment you show me, you ain't rocking and vibe, boy, your name might as well be Tim. I might as well pass you on the street and you mean mug me. Make sure that when you're dealing with your sweetheart or your honey heart, that it also has that protective shell. You know you do that honeycomb, right? There's still that protective shell right there. Make sure you still guard it. Huh? Overstand them layers. Here go another gem for y'all meditators who want to take it. If you do, here you go. The skin. The muscle. This came to me today, by the way. The bone. The heart. Understand about the layers, okay? When you're meditating, you get those fingers, put them on your chest, okay? Spread them out to cover. And if you're doing it the right way, you have your pinky where your heart is. And the rest of your hand spreading about your whole chest, your sternum, all of that. And your elbows should be pointed up, okay? So you get you some good room there. And you're going to recite to yourself internally the skin and meditate on the skin and breathe in. What skin? The skin that's covering your heart, the skin that's covering your chest, then the muscle, then the bone, then the heart. Each of these breaths and create a cycle and meditate. And what you do after that, you take that same hand, put it on the front of your frontal lobe, your forehead, grab around it, relax your eyebrows, and just touch your forehead. And you do the same. The skin, think about the skin. the muscle, the bone, the brain. And you'll notice that both of these, the brain and the heart, are protected by a shell. You hear me? Remember that. When people walk up to you and start talking to you, want to touch you, want to shake your hand, want to all that stuff. There was a guy, I shook his hand. It was about a month ago, less than a month ago. I came here, I ain't even just washed my hand. I prayed over my hand. I prostrated over my hand. I put my hand on the dirt. I touched a tree. I knew I sinned against myself. I said, why did I touch this being? I'm not telling y'all to be paranoid. I'm telling you to be intuitive and to pay attention. That's it. Think about that before you let anybody's thoughts in, what they want to do, what they want to work, their agenda. All of that don't matter. It don't have anything to do with you. Okay? You come home and here go your family waiting on you. And you say, hey guys, I have a pizza. Right? And you're in a good mood. Hey, I got a pizza for everybody. And they be like, why didn't you get steak, or why didn't you get lobster, or why didn't you get whatever y'all be eating? People be eating out there. Right? Do this. Sit the pizza down on the table and walk off. Because you did what? You got pizza. And you were what about what you did? You were happy about it. You felt what? Accomplished. You did a thing, a deed for who? Them. Don't be vortexed into the, why didn't you this? Why didn't... No, just sit the pizza down and walk off. You get that? You get the analogy? You understand it? Right? You're not good enough. You're great. You're great right here. Well, you ain't good enough, the fuck? Am I enough? You better not be asking that dumbass question this late in the game. Not this late. Am I enough? No, you're not enough. You're more than enough. You don't understand that? If you were enough, next time you give somebody a hug, you would just pass away. That'll be all you had. Say, hey, how you doing? That'll be it. No, you got a hug. Then you got that what? This part right here. That. You can still do that. Can't you? You walk past somebody, they got a cup. Can you spare a dime? You know what I'm saying? Here you come. Not a dime with 10 dimes. $1. What? Right? You're more than enough. You with me? You turned in your paper for work. What'd you do? You made sure the shit was organized. You was happy about it. You organized it, alphabetical order, put it in the manila folder with the little things. Put your name on it. You was happy. Cheese. You know what I'm saying? You put it down on the desk. Motherfucker said, thank you, didn't even look at it. So, you still did it. And you did more than enough. Walk off. Walk off. Walk off. No. Walk on. You was in a relationship. Yep, we done got to the damn back. You was in a relationship. You put your whole heart into it. You come out the relationship. Motherfucker slandering. They calling you all kind of shit. You an abuser, especially the men. That's a new thing. All the men are just abusers when we get out of a relationship. They're just so abusive. He's abusive. You go investigate the women beating our ass behind the scene. We just don't know who to tell without being called a bitch. They beating the fuck out of us. Nigga block. A nigga just block. Motherfucker say, oh. Next thing you know, they biting their arm. What are you doing? I'm going to tell everybody. What? You understand? Everybody is abusers now. I don't know what it is. It's a trend. And I wouldn't think it was a trend if I didn't see it happening. Because you know how I am, especially when it comes to the sisters. I don't play. But boy, you come in the room, you ready to beat up a nigga? You say, yo, where the fuck this nigga at? And him too. Yeah, where the fuck y'all two niggas at? And him. And him. You be like, what? And him. And him. And you too. I don't even fucking know you. But you, all men. I'm starting to see. I'm starting to understand. I didn't understand until I got classified. He's an abuser. I'm a what? I'm an app user. App user. Are you saying app? You must be talking about Instagram. You must be saying it. You gotta be saying that. You gotta be saying I'm an app user. No, he's an app user. Okay. When he put his hands on you? No, he doesn't abuse me in a physical way. What? All right, give me time with your abuse. I said something. He didn't agree. Okay. So I'm saying it's really happening like that out there with people that don't even fucking know me calling me an abuser. But I'm like, yo, where is this abuser phase? I was raised, don't put your hands on women. Women don't put their hands on me. I was raised, don't even, and then, I was raised, if a woman put her hands on you, she must think she a man. She might not want me to tell that. So don't you let no motherfucking woman put no hands on you either. I don't raise my sons to hit girls. I don't raise my sons to get hit by girls. That's my mama. I ain't listen. I was like, okay, I took the first note, don't hit girls. When she said, but if anybody, there was a clause, put their hands on you, beat they ass. I said, I ain't gonna be able to do that one. So anybody that put their hands on me, anything, I was supposed to beat your ass. But my heart said, chill. So I chilled. And it's all the same. You have to understand, there are people who abuse people, yes. But a lot of y'all women want to be in relationships, but y'all want to be the man. And niggas ain't going for that. So y'all calling men abusers for not going for the shit that y'all trying to put niggas through. And trust me, again, I wouldn't be able to say the shit if I ain't see the shit. It's all over the world. Can't miss it. Now, there's some who endure abuse. I understand that. There's a lot that endure abuse. And they sometimes don't want to leave. They emotionally tied in. They life is wrapped up in it. Finance is wrapped up in it. They got children, different things. And then some of y'all just do a fucking lot. So, you done gave your whole heart into some shit, motherfuckers step away and they just trying to run you through the mud. Especially if you're able to stand up and say, I wasn't shit for this, I wasn't shit for that, I wasn't shit for this. You know what I mean? You put the men in an AA meeting, they gonna be like, yep, accountability, yeah, I did that, yeah, I was fucked up for that. You know what? I didn't have to do that. I was talking to my mom, I was going through a situation. I said, you know what? Even though this happened to me, I didn't have to do this, I ain't have to do that, I ain't have to do this, I ain't have to do that. I could have did this better, this better, this better, this better. It comes to the women. Most of them is like, no, I didn't do shit. Everything is you and you and you and you and you too and you too. You said, I am the moderator. So, but you still gave them, you enabled them. And they're like, do you even have a membership? Like, how did you get in here? No, but I saw the sign and it said men are healing and that's abusive. Like, what the fuck is happening? I've seen it, so I understand. Listen, I understand. So that don't just go for men. That go for women too. All right, y'all sisters, you know, who deal with the reverse psychology shit, the gaslighting, whatever y'all call it, the manipulation, the narcissism, all of that. Man, don't deal with that shit. And a motherfucker want to slander you and drag you through the mud when y'all are separated. Just smile and walk on. Just walk on. Walk on. Walk on. Yeah, man, it's real. Accountability be right there waiting to hold your hand if you let it. Yeah. Yeah. I understand, though, again, so that gender war class we did. All right, accountability and people not being able to take it is not just a woman thing. I done been on the phone with brothers and sisters on the same line. And the sister say something, the nigga get to running with it a whole nother direction. And I had to stand there and be like, that's not what she meant. You know what I mean? You know, she meant this, and you took it and you didn't hear her. And you ran with it and you completely jumped over what she actually saying. And the sister will say something, well, that's not what he meant. He meant this, he said this, so he meant this. Trust me. When we say it, that's what we mean. Yours might be a little bit more challenging. Well, you know what he said, but you count on everybody else not picking up on the fact that he said that. I'm not gonna do that. I picked up on it. So accountability is something that's tough for. It seems like everybody that's out there, but when you have it, it's not even about the other person or what you did or anything like that. It's about understanding that you're having a human experience. And you're going to do certain things, and you're going to make certain mistakes. You're going to do things great. You're going to do all of that. And what are you afraid of? Accountability is security. The lack of accountability is nothing but fear. You're afraid. Is somebody going to get upset with you or judge you? Or why, like I said, some people might not have needed whoopings because it turns y'all into liars and conniving beings and all kind of stuff. Because y'all afraid. Y'all afraid somebody going to whoop you again. Shit. My last whooping is security. The lack of account get upset with you or judge you. Or why, like I said, some people might not have needed whoopings because it turns y'all into liars and conniving beings and all kind of stuff. Because y'all afraid. Y'all afraid somebody going to whoop you again. Shit. My last whooping, I ain't going to hold you. I was 12 years old. My last whooping, I was 12 years old. Indicator, nigga. Shit. My sister had one of her friends over, and one of my brothers was trying to show out for her, da-da-da-da. So he got all up in my face, pushing me and shit, trying to do extra shit. So I just pushed his ass. I didn't know he would that look. Just push his ass, get the fuck up off me. And then when my homie walked through the door, he went and cried to her. He threw me against the wall, picked me up and threw me. That's what he said. He picked me up and threw me up against the wall and da-da-da-da, did this. This motherfucker lie. My brothers used to lie on me. That shit used to be crazy. So I said, Omi, now that did not happen. This, that, and you do it. And because all she sees is this nigga crying. Ugh. I'm like, man, this nigga just activated his crydom when she came into the house. Said, he did this, nigga. That shit happened an hour ago, and you been cooling. Nigga plotted on me. He did this, that, and the third, threw me up against da. I said, man, I ain't do that shit. So I was told, go in the room, get down to your drawers. So I went in the room, got down to my drawers. This is some bullshit. I'm in 6th grade, got to get down to my drawers. So I made up my mind. I said, I don't give a fuck what she do. She can put Zeus's power into this shit. I am not crying. I promise you. I had a pep talk with myself. I know how y'all be putting on different layers and shit and trying to... I said, fuck that. I got in Kunta Kinte gear, nigga. I said, fuck that. My name is Kunta Kinte. I don't give a fuck what she say. Went over my lines, and I said, I don't care who visits, knocks on the door, and asks me to play. I am not playing. I'm not going to cry. I'm done with this stupid ass ritual. I'm sick of this fucking whip slavery bullshit. We supposed to be here. Door open. Yeah. So she come in. Hands on the wall. Yeah, I get hands on the wall. I don't give a fuck. I said I don't give a damn what she do. She can pick up a fucking ruler, nigga, a wooden stick, a fucking bat, and bash my head in. I'm gonna sit there and shrug. I promise you, I made it up in my eyes. I'm not going to cry. And you ain't gonna make me cry. How the fuck you gonna make me cry? That's not a part of it. That's probably my dumb ass crying. But I went right back to my origins. I ain't used to cry, and I'm not gonna cry for this last one. I went out. how I came in. So she walked in. Hands on the wall. I put my hands on the wall. This stupid police ass shit. We supposed to be against them. Whoosh, wow, whoosh, wow, whoosh, wow, whoosh, wow. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. After a while, the frequency of the whoosh just slowed down. Whoosh. Whoosh. Yep, ain't no grabbing no belt. I'm not turning. You don't have to change your aim. It's boring, ain't it? It's boring, ain't it? Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So she didn't say it, but I could hear her in her brain. What the fuck? Huh. Last one. The wind got the wind. It's not emotional without the wind. I was looking like one of the Dragon Ball Z characters. Eli. Love us about it. And she left out. I said, yep, put my clothes back on, went back and worked on my fucking pivot stick figure animator. I don't got time for this stupid shit. I ain't do nothing. I'm not gonna cry because I know I ain't do shit to this boy, but get him the fuck up off me. So I refuse to cry. I'm serious. If I was lying, she would tell y'all. That was my last whooping. She ain't fucking around. Cause why would you do that? Why would you whoop another? Why would you whoop him again? That shit is tiring. It's embarrassing. Nobody's enjoying themselves. That was my last whooping. I was 12 years old. I remember it like it was yesterday. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. She was like, what the fuck? I told her, I ain't hear her say that shit, but she said that shit out of mine. What the fuck? Yeah, better. Mm-hmm. I know they was confused as fuck outside with their ear to the door. They waiting on me. Whoosh, nothing. Whoosh, nothing. Is this nigga even in there? Whoosh, nothing. Whoosh, is he whooping her? Is he whooping her? Whoosh, what the fuck is happening? What is it? What is occurring? Her ass in there like one of the fucking anime. Huh? You know they don't just say huh. They say huh. She's always why the fuck did they say huh? Huh? No way. How's he doing that? I promise you. Yep. She went 9 tails. And I ain't give a fuck. She went 9 tails and I ain't do none of that commentary or nothing. I ain't say, oh, he's going 9 tails. She's transforming. I said so. Nigga, she went Super Saiyan. I ain't give a fuck. I said, anyway. This can't be. Yeah, it can't be. Hell yeah, she went Shadow Clone Jitsu, nigga. Pokemon, I choose you. Long ass leather belt. Didn't give a fuck. I seen one of them. That's not impressive. So, she started teleporting. I don't give a fuck. I'm not crying. She went ape shit. Literally, she grew into an ape. I don't give a fuck. I'm not crying. I don't care. She called the nigga. The nigga who was whooping Coochie Kid, they said, come here. I waited. The nigga pulled up. Came in. Whoosh. What's your name, boy? I ain't answer that bitch ass nigga. Boy, I need your name so I can tell you what your name is. Whoosh. I don't give a fuck what this nigga need. Shit, I ain't cry. I refused to cry. I refused. So, all of y'all who afraid to get y'all ass whooped, I don't know, maybe because you ain't had that last whooping that you made yours. Just go ask your parents, just whoop your ass one last time. They gonna look at you weird. They gonna think you into some other type of shit. You'll be all right. Just be like, yo, can you just whoop my ass? I got this belt. I went and got this from the Ross store. Can you just whoop my ass? I'm going to stand here. I'm going to put my hands on the wall. Can you just, like, whoop my ass? Get creative. The buckle. Remember the buckle. You can do the buckle this time. I won't even. Can you just whoop my ass? One more time. One more time. After this, put everything behind us. But I need this. Boy, I need this. This has to be done. I have so much trauma. And I just need to, like, be who I am. So can you just whoop my ass? Extension cord. The flip-flop. Remember the flip-flop? No, the shoe. I'll get you the shoe. The Crocs. The Crocs. I just need an ass whooping. And then, after we done, I'm going to shake your hand. I'm going to go home. Shit. Seeing as though they don't institutionalize you, that last whooping is going to be that thing that you need to stop you from being so fucking scary. Live it up. Get up. All that shit, all that's fear. I don't do this internet shit. Make a whole internet video. All that's fear. You're upset. Oh, you Faise One type niggas? There's no such thing. There's no such thing. There's no, Malachi York type niggas. there's also no such thing. There's El Nebi type niggas. There's Young Pharaoh type niggas. Y'all have categories. There is no Faise One type nigga. What? Find it. Prove it. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. Nigga, we been on live for how long? 1 hour, 2 hours, 9, 10, 45. 11, 45, 12. Nigga, they finna cut this live off. Because we been on this bit for down there 4 hours. There is no Faise One type, nigga. Are you crazy? Why isn't the camera on me? Because what I'm saying is more important than you looking at my face and being weird. Catch the lives when my face is on the camera. God damn, what is wrong with y'all? Catch the live when my phone is on the camera, on my face on the camera. Who want this? Somebody want this? Who want this from the live? DM me for it. DM me $200. I'll get it to you. I'll sign it and everything. I have the official. When he did that live back then, and 25. Yeah, 2025. That's it. I don't too much know what he was talking about, but I know he was saying something real. Oh yeah. We just be on y'all get nowadays. Y'all just get to walk through and just talk to one another, and they got all these conversation stations, whatever y'all call it. He used to be on the thing. We had these things called cell phones. Y'all know how y'all clap y'all hands and talk to one another. We used to have to press buttons and da-da-da. Yeah, he had a lot of motherfuckers mad at him because he always just saying a lot of truth. And, people don't like truth. Yes, sir. Be careful with that. Oh, no. That go for $1 million now. I'm going to hold on to it because I know I'm pretty be bound in another 20 years. So, I paid $200 for it. Oh, watch your mouth. No, yes, I did. I paid $200. Yeah. We had this thing called lives. This way he used to do this for real. Hey, his right. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Yep. He the very one. The very exact one. I don't want the 50. What you talking about? 50 for what? 50 for this? Boy, you must be crazy. You must be crazy, John. Talking about 50 for this. John, in my range, John. John, in my drawings, John. 200. Signed, sealed, delivered. All right. They getting to the point where they cut y'all comments, so I can't see if y'all saying something. So somebody say something just in case. Because we've been on here long enough. All right, yeah, I can't see y'all. So I might as well go ahead and end it. I'll probably pop back on here, though. I love y'all. Peace in the lab. It's truly wonderful. I do so sure. Divine love. It's El Nabi, not EL. Which prophet are you? Where you coming from with it? We need to know. You don't just get to say shit no more. Not these days. But they ain't gonna be able to do it. Watch.